Ah, hey guys, it's Smudge here. Yeah, I'm back-ish, kind of playing something different. Thought I might play some World of Warships. It's been a while since I've actually kind of done anything on a live stream. I've had a pretty crazy couple of months. In fact, it's been pretty crazy overall since the end of Christmas. And it's just something I've not been able to kind of keep up with, which is a shame. But you know, I'm looking to try and do some more of that. And hopefully, you know, you guys enjoy seeing, you know, kind of different things. I know Fridays I usually do the free flight Friday, but you could say that the flying stalled a bit. Brumch, you know, bit of a pun there. But I'm sure we'll get that back up and running. You know, maybe not next Friday because I'll be away over the Easter break, so I'll be kind of maybe too drunk or just kind of, yeah, not in a good state to do live streams over Easter, but maybe after that I'll start getting back into doing more regular DCS stuff and more live streaming. At least that's the plan. I have been playing a lot of Warships recently. It's something I enjoy playing. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at anything. I just enjoy playing it. I'm definitely not a notcher or a flamu or jingles or anything like that. But I do enjoy it. You know, I've got a lot of ships. Maybe not as many as some, but quite a few. Lots of premium ships, actually, because you know it's easier buying it than than earning it in this game. But you know, hi Piet, how you doing? Welcome, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining us, buddy. At least I won't be talking to myself all night. But yeah, just felt like playing some ships, and I thought I might drag you guys along, and if you're not bored already, bore you even more. Yeah. So what I'll do, I want to play the Bismarck first. I really like playing the Bismarck. It's my top level kind of Germany ship thing. At the moment, I've got the Derpits as well. I've had the Derpits a long time. I think it's one of my most played ships, and I just love playing them. I've got this spec'd out as a secondary build, 16-point commander here, which I've got manual acquisition, extended range, superintendent. The next thing I'll be going for is faster reloads on secondary. So yeah, it's a proper secondary spec Bismarck, which is kind of what you'd expect in this game. For those that maybe don't play World of Warships or don't know much of what it's about, basically you play games that earn ships. You know, you have lots of different types of ship. This is a battleship, which is a you know, kind of big punchy punching bag, takes lots of hits, gives lots of hits. Things like the Bismarck is kind of more of like a battle cruiser. It's a fast battleship. It's one of the most famous battleships of all time. I think the Bismarck. You know, there's huge history behind that. You know, which is really cool. You have cruisers, which are much kind of smaller, faster. They have higher DPS or damage per second, damage per minute DPM. Much more squishy, get killed by things very easily, but more maneuverable, more speed, fire faster. And then you have destroyers, like the Fubuki here, which are smaller still, very fast, very maneuverable. Very low damage guns, but the main advantage with destroyers is that they all fire torpedoes, which you can see here. So you can launch torpedoes at battleships, and if they don't see them coming, they eat torpedoes in the face and die. And that's I enjoy destroyers. I really do like playing them. Maybe not very good in them. It's funny, if we look at the tech tree here, I'm just blathering for a bit, just while people join the stream. You've got several different companies: Japan, USA, USSR, Germany, UK, Poland, Pan-Asia, France, Italy, and Commonwealth, although some of these only have one or two ships in them, which are premiums. But each line has aircraft carriers, battleships, cruisers. Not every line has aircraft carriers, but most of them have battleships, cruisers, and destroyers. Japan's destroyers mostly on gunboats. They're mostly about stealth torping, moving around the kind of flanks and chucking torpedoes at battleships. American ships generally aren't very good with torpedoes. Their torpedo range is generally very short, but quite high damage. They're more gunboats. They sit and smoke and spaff HE shells everywhere, setting fire to battleships and cruisers and anything that's daft enough to come close to them. German destroyers are rubbish. don't know kind of what they're used for at all, really. They're just not as good as anything else. Britain and all of the rest of these don't actually have destroyers. I think does France have them? It's got the Eagle or whatever it's called. Pronunciation of half of these things is not my forte. People have been watching my channel for a while and they're like, I just hate pronouncing things. So yeah, I'll stop waffling and I might go into a game. So I think the first thing I might actually take is the Fubuki, which is a in fact I'll do what I said. I'll take out the Bismarck first, because I like playing battleships. It's what I'm used to. It's what I like playing. So I'll hit battle and go and try and shoot some stuff. So how's everybody everybody on the live stream tonight? Not that there's many watching at the moment. How are you doing, Piet? Yeah, so Piet's just asked maybe the delay on the stream is battleships. He's asked what's your favourite kind of ship, and it's battleships. I just love battleships. Big old punchy bags, you can make mistakes and get away with it. You know, you can, if you're smart with how you angle your ships and how you shoot, you can take a lot of damage. I had a game of Bismarck yesterday. I was playing with a friend of mine called Bruber, and I got in. It was such an epic battle. I wish I'd recorded it, but alas, I don't have the replays enabled. I didn't record it, but I'd absorbed something like nearly 3 million points of damage, and this thing's only got 69,000 hit points. So yeah, I'd managed to deflect and absorb a hell of a lot of damage through that game, which was quite cool. Hi Patrick, welcome to the stream. I'm doing okay. Just glad to be back up and live streaming. Just gonna have a look about here and see how the spread out. Don't like D. Don't like C. I think I might have to push into D and support these guys on the right, otherwise they're just going to get overwhelmed if there's too many going that way. Yeah, that is a nice open area on that side of the map if you bring up the map here so you can see it better. This is kind of battleship territory, but it's also destroyer territory, especially for Japanese destroyers. What have they got? They've got Benson, Leningrad and Eagle, so their destroyers are all a bit pants actually. Benson's good. Benson's kind of one of the American destroyers that can start stealth torping, but mostly used as a gunboat. Leningrad will set in smoke and set fire to you a lot, and the Eagle's just it's rubbish. It's a French premium destroyer it's just nasty. It's maybe the worst destroyer in the game. Yeah, I managed to get one through completing missions and things. Yeah, it's just nasty. Okay. Can we bring the guns to bear on him? No, he's going to disappear behind our island before I get my shots off. In fact, interestingly, see what's a battleship can do to him. Ah, 4 over penetrations. I'll teach him a lesson. Yeah, when shooting AP at destroyers, especially from battleships, they just kind of go straight through, so they don't do maximum potential damage. A good thing to do is to switch to HE if they're shooting at destroyers, but generally as a battleship you'll always kind of keep AP up in a pipe, especially as a German battleship, because the HE is so poor, and also, you know, once a destroyer disappears and you've got HE up in the pipe, you're not really going to do much to anybody else. He's disappearing. Ah, hi Anzac. Yeah, I've seen that Dreadnought. Interesting. I have to look into that. There's actually a special on the test server at the moment, the World of Warships test server, where they've got space battles using warships. Craziness. I don't know. I don't really kind of download the test. I'm not that. I enjoy playing this, but I'm not that into it. Those torch actually do him some damage. Never mind. Tried to steal a kill, but hey hey. Yeah, battleships don't slow down and turn very well, and you just can't maintain it to be, so, you know, congratulations on that, Mr. Reed.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Special.
Torpedoes to port.
Oh good, torpedoes. All I'll do is just speed up, and they've run out of energy anyway. 10 to 1 those torpedoes planes come towards me as well. Wow.
Repel air attack.
Okay, interestingly they've gone after that other Normandy. This is more of an easy target, a bit more squishy. This Eagle really likes driving in front of battleships, doesn't he? Well done.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
As soon as I go around here, my secondaries should start lining up the aircraft carrier.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes direct front.
Secondary starting to approach battleship now. Battleship aircraft carrier. Imagine these torpedoes planes are going to take mind he's dead. Emergency turn. Going to need at least one of these. Move it, coming. Come on,
The ship is on fire.
Really should have deployed my plane sooner. Didn't think about that. Never.
Problem solved, sir. The ship is on fire. Enemy destroyer sighted.
Just about. Nice.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
He's caught me in the broadside there, which is not a good place to be, really.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Torpedoes.
Enemy battleship sunk.
that one didn't go so well. We'll class that as a warm-up game. Fun and games. What shall I play next? I might play a battleship. Not a battleship, a destroyer. Let's take out something fun. USS Kidd. So the Kidd's a premium tier 8 destroyer. Awfully nice piece of kit. Not had it long, not fully spec'd on the commander yet, but is an immensely fun destroyer to play. Just rains fiery death down on everything. The guns are a bit weak. They don't do much damage. They do set fires though, so you can do damage via fire, which is kind of good. On this boat, I have good games and bad games. So we'll see how this goes anyway. Okay, Matchmaker's been kind. I might actually be able to do some damage here. Got to be careful of those Bismarcks because their secondaries can be quite painful. Shaw's burns everything to death. Nuremberg's got a hydroacoustic, I think. Not really worried about any of them, so we'll see how this goes. So Destroyer's main role is capturing points on the map, scouting for battleships if you can, and just kind of generally getting up to mischief. Yeah.
General quarters.
So I might head towards A. See what damage we can do over there. So, do any of you guys play battleships or warships? So we've got an Atakzuki trying to over there. Interesting. Might cap A, because I'm kind of heading that way, and we'll slide over to B and see what damage we can do. I'm maybe tempted to go now, but that other destroyed air, I thought he might go to B, he's going to C, so let's take one for the team, we'll head to B. Yeah, Hanzak said, I remember loving playing destroyers. It's still kind of a hide and seek game, spotting for the bigger ships. It really is. On the mini map, just bring the mini map up here. This is my gun range. So this is how far my guns can reach out. This here is my torpedoes range, and this blue line here is my detection range. So if an enemy ship goes within that blue circle, will find me. Also, if I fire my guns, my detection range blooms out to the size of my gun range. So that means that when I fire my guns, everybody can see me, sort of thing, which sucks too. So it got spotted by a plane there. Someone targeted me. That's what the symbol in the kind of middle right of the screen. Friendly torpedoes coming through there. That's tasty. Stopping's never a good idea, but I don't think there's anything about here, otherwise the planes would have spotted it. One really good thing with the Kidd is that it's got really powerful air guns. So that sucks. And now I can go sit in the smoke and continue to cap, because why the fuck not? What's this coming out? Oh, shite, there's a Bismarck there. If he detects me, he's going to rain secondary shells all over me, and it's going to be really, really painful. What we'll do is that we'll sit in this dude's here smoke. He does have hydroacoustic on those Bismarcks as well, which as you can see the damage on the top right, because he's got loads of fire. Spam rounds all day long because this ship is really support. Go down there and keep it better be quite up.
The ship is on fire!
Let's just escape from this because just put on this hydro acoustic straight up. We smoke as a cover and get the flock out of here before that. Normandy, come out. A Bismarck as well. So just need to leave. Not a good place to be right now. So I'll use this island.
The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Bismarck secondaries are proper nasty. Good, I'm gone, disappeared. Whew, that was a bit of an exchange. Right, okay, let's get some health back by using the what's it we call the thing? This one. Repair part. Just try to bomb it. Save those for if anything gets properly close. Just love this boat. Absolutely awesome. Captain Kidd. .204 rounds on target, 111,225 damage, and first blood, was it? Yeah, I think that's first blood, yeah. Smoke back soon. Just stop them from taking B, and then all should be good in the world.
Let the enemy take the area.
So yeah, let's destroy it. Get into a good position, smoke up, and then just burn the living bejesus out of anything that gets close to you. 6 fires, 111,000 damage, got a torpedo hit, which is, you know, I'm happy with that. Let's see how I ranked up against the rest of the team. Yeah, like I said, I'm not very good at this. Yeah, so that's the Kidd. I like playing the Kidd. When I first got it, I was like, oh my god, this is horrible, don't like it, not very good boat. But once you kind of get used to playing it and there's little quirks and how it plays, you can decimate some people. It's just a fantastic little thing. But I think that goes for a lot of the ships in this game, that you need to learn the little foibles and how they do things. What have I got on this mission? 3 million credits. I need to count the zeros there because, you know. And 3 million credits, and then I complete this task, and then I move on to the next one. So what this is, those of you who don't play WoWs or might not know what it's about, you get daily and weekly missions and challenges. So you get like events that happen. Then you get certain challenges. So if you cause certain amounts of damage, kill certain amounts of ships, then you earn things like flags and rewards and coins and things like this. So for every 500,000 credits I get an extra 250,000 credits on this little special at the moment, which is nice, a nice little kind of credit booster there. There's some other things here where you can earn more experience and credits by playing certain boats, you know, so things like that. And then you get combat missions. So the Eagle, I'm probably murdering pronouncing that, but there's been like a marathon thing going on for this for ages, completing missions, but by completing them you earn flags, and the flags will have different effects on what they do with the boat. So I need to destroy 3 cruisers, and then I earn some Ocean Soul camo things. Cool. So your flags, what I was talking about, when you go on your exterior you have like different paint jobs and things you can put on your boat, and each one has different bonuses, like different concealment, different XP earning, things like this. This is a premium one, so it automatically comes with some good bonuses and things like this. You get signal flags you can put in your boat, which are quite cool. These all have different effects, like chance of causing fire. I like this one about destroys, stops your magazine from blowing up if it gets hit, save your life. Maximum speed, reload time of consumables and things like this, all really handy things to have. And then you get like nice little decoration flags. I recently lost my dog. She had heart problems and unfortunately passed away, which absolutely ripped my heart out. It really did. But I've got a little doggy flag on there, just in remembrance of my doggy Domino that I lost recently. So that was a bit of a kick in the balls, and one of the reasons I've not been on live streaming, so it's just kind of been hard getting over that as well. But yeah, let's find something. I might actually go. I don't think the Bismarck won, did it? Let's have a look. Oh, the Bismarck did win. Whee! Let's see how we did on that. Probably not very well. I overextended too much. Middle of the team, which is fair, But that one got some XP. That's all good. Let's have a look. Where are we? So a ship mark. Just actually see where modulus was on this. Yeah, getting towards the 3rd gross. So every time you play a ship, you earn XP. You then use that XP in order to kind of get the next ship. Oh, hi, Crash. How you doing, buddy? Long time no speak. How's life? How's things with yourself? But yeah, what shall we play next? Blum, 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 blum. I might actually play an aircraft carrier. I'm kind of grinding up the Japanese aircraft carrier line at the moment. I've got an American Ranger, which is tier 7 aircraft carrier. It's not very good. I suppose it's decent as an aircraft carrier, but against the Japanese equivalent, which is the Hiryu or something. The Hiryu. This is the problem with aircraft carriers at the moment. They're just completely unbalanced. This one's stuck with one of each squadron. So you have a squadron of fighters, squadron of torpedo bombers, 2 squadrons of dive bombers, which aren't bad. The attack strength isn't bad. And the fighters one-on-one with Japanese fighters will normally win. But the problem is, if we go to the Japanese Hiryu thing, which is the equivalent tier 7 Jap plane, they get to take things like this, which give them 3 squadrons of fighters, 1 of torpedo bombers and 2 of dive bombers. And 1 fighter group against 3 fighter groups means you're going to lose every time. And then once you lose your fighter group, it takes 2 minutes before you can get the next fighter group. And by then they've shot down all of your torpedo planes and bombers and things, and they just dominate the air. And if you see one of these when you're in your Ranger, if you have to play really defensively. It's just keeping your fighters and bombers over your friendly ships, trying to drag his planes in so that they get shot down by the ship's AAA. It's just not an enjoyable boat to play at the moment, but from what I understand, they're looking at rebalancing carriers again. Okay, let's have a look at this. Need to put some flags on this, only got 4 to choose from. Fire chance with bombs, because cause chance of flooding. Where's that one? Chance of flooding with torpedoes, because that one. Just deciding which flags I want to put on this. Sorry about this. I'll stick with those ones for now, I think. Yeah, that's the other one I normally put on, but I've run out of those flags, which sucks. Cool, right, okay. So yeah, getting towards the next one, which is the Ryuju. This one has a slightly better loadout. This one's got the 311, which is kind of popular. I've come across it a few times when I was in my independence, and it's again another hard balance to go against. But yeah, anyways, let's play some aircraft carriers, because aircraft carriers are cool. People hate aircraft carriers. They really do. In this game, you get called all sorts for playing aircraft carrier, but yeah, I crash. Yeah, Crash has just said on chat that he caught man flu and lost his voice for about a week. I had man flu, then I was off work for a couple of weeks with that. I had like a really serious bout of man flu, and I was getting like bloody cold shakes, my bones hurt, and I just felt like utterly dying. I got over that and then came down with a really serious ear infection. I had like little fluid pouring out my ear, going everywhere, and I ended up being deaf for about a week, where I just couldn't hear anything other than tinnitus, or that tinnitus, like the inner ear ringing stuff you get, and that nearly drove me to throwing myself off a bridge. And then as I was suffering from the ear infections, when I lost my dog, and yeah, it just kind of got a bit overwhelming. But you know, I'm doing okay. I'm here. You know, I've had some really good friends kind of, you know, throw loads of abuse at me and tell me to grow up and man up, and you know, it's kind of kept me on the same street.
Let's give them a hard time.
Yeah, but doing okay.
Ready. Group 4, ready for takeoff. Group 2, ready for takeoff. Group 2, maintaining present course.
Okay, let's go do some spotting with the fighters while my bombers and torpedoes bombers get airborne anyway. So this is aircraft carriers all fight from kind of like a top-down God's view. You've got like the main map mode, so you can like overview the whole battle. And then you've got like your control thing where you can control your aircraft, tell them where to go. At tier 5 and below, used to be able to manually control where you drop torpedoes and bombs and like where the fighters fired. They took that away, and I've got no freaking idea why. Apparently it was to stop like really experienced players going and like smashing lower tier players with aircraft carriers and things like this, but it's annoying as shit that you can't manually drop torpedoes and manually strafe aircraft and things like this. It's horrific. I really don't know why they took this away. Interestingly though, he's fed his torpedoes bombers into my fighters, so I'm not going to complain about that anyway. Although here come his fighters, which are murder my fighters, so I'm going to pull my fighters out of there and drag them back. If I engage my fighters with his fighters, I will lose a lot of them.
On the enemy warship.
I've just got to kind of pull his fighters back in towards me. See, he's manually strafing because he's in a tier 6, the Independence. I'm in a tier 5, which means I can't do that. So whenever he starts manually kind of strafing, I've just got to kind of like turn out the way of it, let him waste his ammo. Yeah, I can't fight against that. And if I engage his fighters, he'll just absolutely wipe the floor with me. So really, I've just kind of got to look for a gap in their fighter screen. Oh shit, there's another bloody fighter there. What's that? Right, okay. So yeah, that's both the Independence's fighter groups.
Group 4, awaiting instructions. Group 3,
Just got to kind of look for a gap and then get me fighters through it, or get me bombers through it. See, if I had manual strafe now, I could manually strafe his fighters and his torpedoes planes, and then I might actually get to do some damage. What have I got out of New York? If I can drag his fighter planes back to that New York, the AAA in that New York, and eat his fighters. In fact, I think that's actually the Zuho's fighters, so... Yeah, he can't manually strafe. So I've now dragged his fighters back to New York. New York's going to be damaging his fighters as well as my fighters damaging his fighters, so it should actually be effective. Yep, so I lost one fighter, but we managed to destroy his whole group. Okay, so I'll go destroy his torpedoes bombers.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Standing by for instructions. Over. Awaiting instructions.
Waypoint reached.
Taking fire.
Destination reached.
Group 2, target destroyed. Group 2, awaiting instructions.
Concentrate fire on the designated
Group 4,
target.
taking fire.
I need help.
We're under attack. Group 5, we're under attack.
Now normally I'd manually drop my torpedoes on this October Revolution in order to cause him some damage.
Approaching target.
He's going to avoid those ones. But
Concentrate
I'll be able
fire
to,
on the designated target.
get these ones into the side of him. Maybe if I pull them down.
Group 2, awaiting instructions. Group 4, returning. Group 5.
Okay, so we've got one in that, but that's
enemy.
turned
Approaching
in broadside
target.
on, so that then
Group
gives me
returning to ship.
the full broadside with these torpedoes. So 2 of these should hopefully hit.
Group 3, returning.
See how these do here. I got one, so that's 2 torpedoes in total. That's not terrible. Would like more, but you know, it is what it is.
Autopilot mode enabled.
So I'll bring these back, rearm them, and then we'll take out another group. Okay, so there's the other group of fighters from the Zuho. We won't have many left after this. You only get 2 full groups of fighters from the Zuho. The Independence gets a few more.
Waypoint reached. Destination reached.
Yeah, just looking back at this chat here, Crasher said that the Strait of Manflu was horrendous. It really, really was. It was insane. Like, wasn't like H1 something or other, the bloody strain of man flu. It is just, it was bone cracking. I've never felt so bad with flu in my entire life.
Ready.
Okay, he's actually going to strafe, I think. Is he strafing?
Group 4, airborne.
Yeah, he's
Group
strafing,
5,
so I'll pull my
ready for
fighters out there.
takeoff.
He strafed and actually killed his teammates' fighters. What a man, what a man, what a guy.
Group 3, airborne.
Okay, I need to get my fighters into somewhere with cover. Good thing about the Jap fighters is that the Jap fighters can outrun the American fighters.
Awaiting instructions. Group 5, maintaining present course.
Alright, Mr. Bayan, looks like you're next. Just set up a cross drop. I don't know if I can. In fact, he's turning down that way, which is interesting because that doesn't give him many
Taking
places
fire.
to turn now.
Taking fire. Group 2, awaiting
Concentrate
instructions.
fire on the
Group
designated
3,
target.
approaching target. Group 4,
So we'll get a couple
engaging
of hits off
enemy.
these. See what happens. Do some damage to
Group
him.
3, returning to ship.
Taking fire.
Group 4, returning. Group 2, awaiting instructions.
Approaching target. Returning to ship.
Some damage.
Group 4, we're
These
under
fighters are
attack.
coming to attack
Group
the
4,
fucking torpedoes bombers.
destroyed.
I thought they might do.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
I need to try and
All
keep his
stations requesting
fighters
fire on
over
the
this New
designated
York, and
target.
the New York can do some
We're
damage
under
to him.
attack. Group 5, we're under attack. Awaiting instructions. Group 5,
That's the thing,
destroyed.
tier 5 against tier 6, he can strafe where I can't. I'm going to lose all these
All
fighters.
stations, reporting the position of a strategic
Ready for
target.
takeoff. Group 3, ready for takeoff. Group 4, ready for takeoff. Returning.
I'll grab some fresh fighty planes, doesn't take long to get them out.
Group 3, airborne.
Awesome. Well, Anzac, when you get an install, and we'll get on there together. Let me know when you're up, and we'll get some warships going. How about you, Crash? You ever played Warships? fighter planes left.
Ready.
Let's see what we can do here. I want to try and kill that Total Revolution because it's a massively overpowered boat. I mean, it's like silly overpowered. It deserves to die a horrible death.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
We're under attack. Taking fire. Taking fire. Group 2, we're under attack. Group 4, engaging enemy. Approaching target. Group 4, destroyed. Group 2, awaiting instructions. Group 5, destroyed.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
A couple of hits, but lost all my planes. Oh my god.
Returning to ship.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Looks like they're starting to abandon this area, so I need to get the fuck out of here quite quick. Yeah, actually, Crash has just said on the chat there that you got sucked into World of Warplanes and forgot about ships. I started playing World of Warships the other World of Warplanes the other day. I saw a posty thing saying that they've changed it massively. It's now like World of Warplanes 2.0 or something like that. So I thought I'd go in and take a look and kind of see what it's like. He managed to get his torps off. That Iron Duke's pretty much had it, I think. But yeah, I went in there and it was still, you know, it's very much like kind of War Thunder. Only got one torpedo's plane off, may as well use
Standing by for instructions. Over. Awaiting instructions. Group 3, maintaining present course.
My one lonely torpedo plane. Flies like I do.
Group 2,
Mostly into the ground.
attack. Group 2, destroyed.
That Normandy's got a stink on. Don't think me torpedo will touch him, but you know, fucking go.
Group 2,
Attention,
ready.
reporting the target position.
Taking fire.
Probably get shot down by that before he even gets close, but you know. No guts, no glory.
Engaging enemy. Group 3,
He
destroyed.
died just before he dropped his torpedoes because, you know,
Autopilot mode disabled.
like a boss.
Maintaining present course.
I think what we'll do with these is just keep that destroyer spotted, assist the team. Hi Grizz, how you doing there, buddy? Yeah, there is. Anzac's just kind of talking about the grind on the chat there, saying that he stopped playing because it just felt like too much grind. With Warships, I'll play it
Attack.
for a few months, and then I'm the same that the grind gets too much of a grind, and then I'm just kind of like, I'm just, you know, I need to take a break. And I might not play it for a month or two, and then I'll come in and start playing again. I'm like, yay, it's fun again, and you know, I guess it's almost like DCS in that way that, you know, you fly it for several months, and then you just kind of like, you know, I need to put the wheels on the ground and you know, kind of chill out for a minute. You know, and then you kind of get back into it, and it's like, yeah, I like flying again. You know, although I do love DCS. I've always loved DCS. I thought those torpedoes might have got that Farragut there, but just ran out of energy.
Standing by for instructions. Over.
Although a few of the patches in DCS recently have just been breaking more things than they seem to have been fixing. Things like buildings disappearing on the map and stuff, but I think that's all been sorted on the last patch now. And very sad news in the DCS community recently with the loss of Iger, which is a real blow, you know.
Awaiting instructions.
Yeah, really heartfelt sorrow to the guys at ED and his family, you know, because he was an amazing guy.
Taking fire.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Standing by for instructions. Over. Standing by for instructions. Over. Standing by for instructions. Over. Awaiting instructions.
Don't really want to be on top of that Warspite because he's got very, very good personality. Death. Chewing up my nails because I knew it was going to happen, but hey ho. I don't really care. They've won this game anyway.
Autopilot mode enabled.
My carrier is detected by planes now, which means I'll have rounds coming in from these dudes very soon. Like that Warspite is probably going to start raining HE on me very, very soon. One thing that's really annoying as well, when you don't have any planes left, you can't get back into like third-person view. It's really annoying. Playing the low-class carriers, because you can't manually drop torpedoes, just it absolutely sucks. Ooh. See, I'll find our other aircraft carriers. If I could get there in time, I could ram them, because, you know,
Autopilot mode
put your man
enabled.
pants on. Who's that there? Normandy. Just trying to see what those controls there for getting back into the first of person. Ooh, that's a nice citadel shot from the front by that Normandy, as you do. Full speed ahead, skipper.
Autopilot mode enabled. Autopilot mode disabled. The rest of our team kind of melted there, but you know, it is what it is. The October Revolution's a freaking massively overpowered ship. It's one of these like limited edition reward shippy things that I got very early in the game. It's just all death. I think our Normandy dude here has actually played a good game, got 3 kills. I didn't do very well on that one. Hey ho. I, 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 I,
it's funny actually, on the chat they're talking about Steven Seagal. I've got the Missouri. Yeah, it's awesome. I love the Missouri. But what's really funny is when you watch it in hangar, every now and then Steven Seagal walks out on deck with a pot of cooking. So let's see if I can find out. I know it'd probably be boring as dishwater because it takes a good few minutes for him to actually come out and start walking around. But yeah, this is the Missouri, which is the ship from Under Siege, the film with Steven Seagal. A couple of interesting Easter eggs in this as well. It's the ship where Japan, I know I said Japan signed the end of war treaty with America after the nuclear bombs dropped. Missouri pulled into Japan. You know, kind of polly chickens of Japan came on board, and they sat right here on this table and signed a peace treaty ending the war. So you've got the table here where they signed the peace treaty, and if you watch this for a couple of minutes, I think it's this door Steven Seagal comes out of with a pot of cooking. He walks up the ladder and he comes in this door here, which is a really cool little Easter egg. You know, if you're talking to someone or you're not kind of playing a game for a little while and you're in the hangar for a few minutes with the Missouri, you know, then you get to see that. You know, if you want me to wait a couple of minutes and show you that, I will. If you just want me to go on with games, I'll do that too. You guys let me know. Crashers turned around and said they missed the trick with not getting Captain Birdseye. Well, I suppose the authorities would start to question why he lives on a boat full of kids. Child slavery probably being least of his worries. Hi Ozil. Am I pronouncing that right? How you doing there? You alright? Yeah, I do. I play quite a bit of ships. It's not something I've ever really kind of shared. Maybe it's like one of those things that you keep secret, like, you know, like, hello, my name's Smudge and I play ships. You know, it's kind of like almost admitting that you have a problem, isn't it? Oh, but Cruiser said no longer now. That's interesting, because I'm sure I saw him a couple of days ago walk out on deck and walk around. I don't have the Steven Seagal captain, which is like a special captain you can get, but I'm sure there's a little Easter egg in the port where he walks out of deck and walks up and kind of around doing stuff. I'd be amazed if they took that out. That would really suck if they got rid of that little Easter egg. So look. I'll give it another minute. What do you say? One more minute. If he's not out, then we'll get on and I might actually even take out the Mighty Mo and give him a nice playthrough. I'm determined for this to happen. Come on, Stephen, don't let me down. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. They can't have taken that out, surely. I'd be absolutely gutted if they took that out, because that was really cool. How to break your heart in one easy soup. Get rid of the nice little Easter eggs that I put in the game. There is another Easter egg in this, which is fascinating me. This light here is blinking Morse code. Now I don't understand Morse code, and it blinks too fast for me to copy down what exactly it says. Well, I'm absolutely bloody sure that is Morse code, like dots and dashes that's punching out there. So it would be interesting to find out what that thing is actually kind of beeping out. Like dot dash dot dash, you know. Steven? Any Stevens? No Stevens. Anyways, that's enough staring at the. Is the door wide enough for him? Well, I suppose he does. Is it Steven Seagal has problems with like drugs and alcohol and all that type of stuff? He's one of these other kind of failed celebrity type dudes. I don't know. Maybe. 30 more seconds, and then we'll go blow some stuff up in the Mo. Come on, Stephen, don't let me down. So looking at the ships I've got anyway, 7 chaps. I've got, like I said, I've got lots of premium ships. I spent far too much money on this game over the years I've been playing it. Saipan was a cool ship. No appearance. I'll keep an eye on this. I'll see if I can record this and put up a little video if it does happen. I can't believe that. If you're right, Grizz, have taken it out. That's a real shame, because that was really cool, just seeing little Steven Seagal kind of walking out on deck and up and around doing stuff. Bar stewards. Don't like that. Trying to think where my captain is. I think it's in Colorado. Oh well. Too late. So we'll send my captain to reserve. The good thing with premium ships is that you can take captains out of your normal ships and put them in there without need of retraining them. So you just kind of move the captain over like that. Yes, put him in my Missouri, and then he's ready to go. And it's good for training captains as well, because when you move a captain from one boat to another, they need XP training. So that they're like this, it requires a certain amount of XP in order to make him a fully fledged captain on that boat. But you just stick it in a premium ship, play a couple of games, and he's still at full efficiency, and then hour he's available. Chris on the chat saying he won't show up. I tell you, yeah, you're okay. I'll believe you. So Ozil said, which boat is my favourite? I'm gonna say the Bismarck. I really do. I mean, the Bismarck's such an iconic ship. It really is. You know, the whole hunt for the Bismarck thing and the whole story behind it, and I mean that and the Tirpitz. You know, I think are absolute. They're really fun ships to play, especially as battleships. You know, you can have some proper men's games in them, and I think that they're well balanced in their tier 8. Although sometimes, you know, you do end up in tier 9 and 10 games, which, you know, when you're up against things like the Third de Grosse, you're not quite as powerful, but you can still kind of hold your own. It's like 15-inch guns on it, 16-inch guns on it, are a little weak against higher tier ships. But yeah, it's not a bad
Action stations.
I do like. I think my favourite battleship's the Bismarck. Favourite destroyer now is the Kidd. When I first got the Kidd, I was like, I don't like it. I want to hand it back. But after I played a few battles in it, and I was just like, that's how it works. Now I was just kind of fell in love with it, and I was like, yeah, okay, I love this boat now. Favourite cruiser, probably the Belfast. A lot of people that play World of Warships and know what the Belfast is will understand why. As my friend Rich, or Bruber calls it, is just cancer. Yeah, and you'll find a lot of people that play World of Warships will say that the Belfast is
Good luck, everyone.
potentially overpowered.
Acknowledged.
I'm just going to creep forward here, let these guys spot any of these big nasty battleships that come out, and I'll lob my big AP shells up. So the mighty Mo. Now, good thing about the American battleships is they've got fairly good armour, especially good belt armour, good torpedo protection. The secondaries, this is one thing that gets me. You look at the secondary, and there's these huge guns, but they're just a bit pants.
Enemy destroyer detected.
So,
Enemy battleship
now, the one thing with the Mighty Mo shells is that they're awfully floaty. Anything over 10 kilometres, and they just take a year to get there. Up to 10 kilometres to fly really quickly, and then they just slow down immensely, and then they're just kind of hanging in the air for ages before they come down. So, leading ships. Yeah, leading ships that are kind of like 20 kilometres plus is once you've got your eye in, you can even press that to see, which is quite cool. It's a nice little feature. So I got my lead pretty good there, although the dispersion's kind of let me down. So my lead was good, just a bit of dispersion. Because
the dispersion is the area that the round's kind of affecting when they land. Yeah, the further it is, the bigger the dispersion, then there's less chance of actually kind of hitting the thing you're shooting at, but it is what it is. Enemy torpedoes coming out. Oh good, we've lost 2 ships already, this game's going well.
Enemy battleship sighted. All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Enemy destroyer detected.
Well, we know there's no other destroyers around here because we're still capping the cap, which is fine. Interesting. Detected by something. Not detected. Possibly over there.
Requesting fire on the designated target.
Shame there's no aircraft carriers in this game because part of the Americans' advantage is that they have really, really strong, properly strong anti-aircraft defences. So if enemy CVs or aircraft carriers send their planes towards you, you just chew them up. It's absolutely fantastic, but unfortunately no CVs in this game. A couple of hits done. Alright. One proper hit and a whole bunch of over. That's on the things there you had a full hit, over penetration and bounce. Over pens only cause like a certain percentage of damage, and bounces don't cause any damage. Full penetration. What's that? So we just throw a torpedo in there and want to see where that torpedo is coming from. Damage. Des Moines. Nasty piece of fucking cancer that it is. Swing, baby, swing. That Boris broadside to me, which he is turning away now. Hitting him broadside would absolutely wreck him. Every ship has a thing called a citadel. Turn me broadside like Margie, which is good. Fucking yeah, if you hit a ship in the side, there's a very high chance you'll hit the citadel, which is like where the magazine and the engines and things are. And hitting a citadel causes a tremendous amount of damage to a boat. So catching a cruiser broadside when you're in a battleship is like Christmas. So he's going to start.
Enemy destroyer detected.
I'm surprised he's not firing. That's really yeah, so a couple of over penetrations. When it hits the main structure, it just kind of goes straight through, as you know, it's not as strong as the rest of the boat. Leaving a Des Moines alone is a very, very bad idea. He's got a very good rate of fire, which I'm amazed he's more kind of concentrating on dodging fires than actually putting fire out. He could really wreck us if we left him alone, so chasing him down and destroying him. I think he's dead now anyway, so we'll get back to the fight.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Alrighty then. Although for some reason we're still massively losing this game, which sucks on blooders.
French fucking ships can go so bloody fast. Like I said, these rounds float through the air when you're upstairs. A single bounce. Yay! Don't expect much at that range, but it's worth a pot shot. Just looking back at the chat here. Yeah, Grizz is saying he loves his Belfast. Belfast's just an awesome ship. It's a proper nice cruiser. Missouri has murder AI. He certainly does that. Yep. Crusher said, "What do you start off in this? Is it like the Irish Navy, 2 sailors, a rowing boat with a machine gun, and an old prostitute for morale?" Pretty much, yeah. In fact, I think you're pretty damn close there. They are like little paddle boats that you start off with. But then you kind of work up to the bigger stuff. A lot of the tier 1 stuff, it's fun to play. In fact, then when you get up to higher tiers, everybody just seems to camp around the back of the map and wait for eyes. You turned in, bugger. Crash has also said to go from tier 1, like World War 1 to World War 2 to it does with the tiering system, it does work its way. Hello Hindenburg, you've made a mistake. I feel like anti-cruisering today because, you know, it's 2 weeks.
The ship is on fire!
Citadel!
Confirmed penetration.
It's like I said, catching a cruiser in the side, there's a very high chance of a Citadel hit, which is what that black line was that came up this here. Means that you've hit it in the soft spot and caused some damage to him. Although that Gurk first is going to the side, so he caused lots of damage to me, so I'm going to actually angle myself on him and close on this Hindenburg and then give him a good paddle.
Problem solved, sir. Torpedoes to starboard.
Oh, crikey, that's going to hurt. Shit,
Below the
I think that
waterline.
might actually kill me.
Flooding quickly.
Yeah, I think that might actually kill me. So I got 1 minute of flooding, which is going to cause me a tremendous amount of fucking damage, which I can't heal because I've still got 50 seconds on my heal because I had 2 fires, which would also kill me very, very quickly. So this is the end of me from 1 fucking torpedo. Motherfucker. But hey ho, you know, deep water torps, you don't see them coming, and then when they do arrive, they just go, fuck you! Switch on me radar because, you know, fucking why not? Want to kill this guy because he deserves it. I see you.
The ship is on fire.
Come on, come on, come on, let me have my heal back. Let me have my heal back. Please. Please. Let me have my heal back. Yeah, but that flooding, that was nasty, man. Those deep water torps had just come out of nowhere and it was like, fuck you! Okay, I can sort out the in-game sound. Thanks for letting us know. I wasn't aware, because I'm not really listening to it. I had actually turned down the in-game audio, but I'll turn it down a bit more if it's too loud. Or maybe I'm just quiet, who knows these things. I can't hear anything during salvos. Yeah, they're pretty big guns. I wouldn't be able to hear anything anyway. Okay,
looked like Montana had spanned into an island there, as you do. Showing broadside from a ship was a good idea.
The enemy is about to win.
No ways this guy can survive this game, man. He absolutely can't survive this. Kill him! Just no idea why. Oh, these deep water torps. Like I said, boom, 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 boom. Deep water torps, they're just nasty. They come out of nowhere, you can't see them coming, and then they just pop up right in front of you and go, "You're dead!" Still though, you know, some damage and some money. That's a good thing about the Mighty Mo. With it being a tier 9 battleship, it just earns so much money. It is just an absolute credit printer, which is one of its best features, is that it is just money. And from that game, got another 250,000 on top as well, because money. Got a container to open. Get some more flags. So whenever you earn so much XP, you get containers you can open, which contain different. You can choose to get more money or flags, and just give me some free XP as well. Nice, some skins and some credit flags. Yay! Let's actually. I know we were talking about it before. Let's take out the Belfast, because cruisiness. I play this a lot with my friend Rich, because it's his favourite boat, and he inspired me to get it. And when I play it with him, we do have some pretty awesome games, but it just throws fires everywhere. It just hands out fires like Christmas presents, and it's a fun boat to play. Yeah, I've actually got my mic cranked up as far as it'll go. I think it might just be the type of mic I'm using, but I've got that cranked up as far as it'll pick up without, because you don't want to overboost it, so if you overboost the mic it just starts crackling and sounding freaking horrible, and then everybody's kind of like, he sounds like he's chewing on a bloody amplifier or something, you know. But yeah, it's time for a bit of cancer. It has been kind to us here as well. They've got a Belfast, that's fine. Atlanta's, I'd love Atlantas. I've got an Atlanta myself. Absolute brilliant ship. But it is made out of citadels. You can hit that ship from any angle with AP shells and it gets a citadel. It is just awesome for killing. I'm going to do a bit of camping because, you know, camping rocks. I like this side of the map because there's all of these little islands and you just tuck in behind one of these. The advantage of the Belfast as well is that it's got quite high kind of firing arcs. You can fire over mountains, and when they get spotted you just kind of set them on fire and just keep firing, kind of putting fires on them until they burn to death and die. What's kind of unique about the Belfast is that it's one of the only British cruisers to actually fire HE. All of the other British cruisers just fire AP, but it's called semi-AP, so it has less armoured piercing chance, but more chance of kind of causing damage when it goes in, something weird like that, I don't know. But yeah. So on this as well, I've got hydroacoustic, so I can detect things that come within range, and I've also got radar as well, which is really handy. So if you've got a enemy destroyer close to you sat in smoke, normally you can't see him, but then you can pop on your radar, he pops up and you're like, there you are, I'm going to kill you now, thank you very much. So I'm just going to kind of park myself here a little bit, wait for the enemy to show up and then start burning them to death, because, you know.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Also got smokes of my own, really handy for a cruiser to have smoke.
Enemy battleship sighted. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Don't want to be caught out in the open on this.
battling. Got caught in the broadside by something over there. I had a Richelieu. That hurt, but...
My thunder. Nice work.
I can survive that. I can't repair it. These things don't have that repair party like battleships and some of the other cruisers do. In fact, I'm not sure if any cruisers have repair party, but with repair party you can just heal yourself up and gain back some of the health out, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm tuck in here. There's a plane spot me at the moment, which sucks, but French battleships that have like a speed boost ability as well, so it can go faster than battleships. We'll stop this out. Set another fire on it. You might put these out now. Now a rule of thumb with battleships, because you've got a repair party, if you've got one fire on it, you don't put it out. You just let it burn and then repair it once it's stopped burning, because the amount of damage you get from one fire you can fix with your repair party. But if you've got two fires going, it just takes your health down so quickly that you do need to repair it. So he's got two fires on him. He's popped his repair. But now if I set fire to him again, he's going to burn much longer. It doesn't seem to be rewarding with fires at the moment. They're still causing plenty of damage. Stepping up the speed. Someone's going to get killed him, so...
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Provide fire support for Allied aircraft.
Right, I might be able to get Citadel some AP, because he is going to have to turn at some point. So he's going to at least get to us. Sucks. Ozil said, do I play CVs? Certainly do. Played a CV not long ago, actually. I might play a CV again after this. Yeah, I've got the Leander myself. It is a really nice boat to play. For its tier and tier 6, I think it's really well matched. It's maybe, you know, it can be a little soft. I found the Emerald, which is the tier 5 British cruiser, was very soft. And you just get punished. As soon as you get seen, everybody just kind of goes him. Everybody targets you, and then you just kind of end up dead. It couldn't take any sort of hits from any angle. You did have smoke, you know, which was handy for, you know, kind of getting somewhere, popping your smoke, hiding, and just going kind of, you know, spamming out rounds everywhere. But
all stations, concentrate
yeah, I'm yet to get to Fiji. Mostly kind of play battleships, so my cruiser lines and things like that have all fallen behind a bit.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
I didn't realise that. Also said, Sultan fired at Richelieu. Don't really know how to pronounce it. The guy's name is Strazak, which in Polish means fireman. He definitely deserved that one.
Enemy cruiser detected.
speculative round on that Fubuki.
Reporting a target position.
Just been thinking again about coming over here because, you know, Fubuki's. Ooh, wow, someone
Fire on the
absolutely
designated target.
murdered that buddy on it.
Roger. Attention. Reporting the target position.
Okie dokie, pick and pokey. We need to go and grab some more of these caps, otherwise we're going to lose. In fact, we're already losing again because, you know, world of losing ships. One thing I do like about the British cruiser line though is that most of them, I think nearly all of them in fact, carry torpedoes. And the torpedoes you can launch individually, so you can launch one torpedo at a time. And that's such a nice feature, whereas the rest of the other kind of cruiser lines, when you launch torpedoes, they all launch at the same time. So you know, you just spaff off your torpedoes and they're gone. But with the British line, you know, you can fire one torpedo and another torpedo, which is really nice kind of.
Nice work. Dash it all. Enemy destroyer sighted. All forces, capture that area. Attention. Reporting the target position. Acknowledged.
Thought it was going to turn in there, but it turned out.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Why not? So I'm just going to pop this maybe disappear.
Fire.
Thanks very much for that. I was trying to turn in to show less of a broadside, but provided. Still detected because it's within. This is good. As soon as it fires, it's fucked up. He was in range of me in the smoke, so yeah, he could see me when I was firing. Did some damage yeah, we're well behind on points. They've got area control, our team's all spread out and camping at the back of the map for some reason. I don't know. I really don't know. What we really need is caps. We're not going to win this unless we get caps back. Yeah, someone else on the chat said that as well. Guys, caps. Yeah, need caps. There's a guy over there at a Pepsi Cola. Another floating citadel. I just absolutely love seeing those ships on the enemy teams. You can just make them go away. It's just like, yeah, don't bother playing. Here you go, have a citadel. Same as the USS Indianapolis. That was a Pensacola class cruiser. But just so soft. Just make them absolutely disappear. I wouldn't be surprised if that Amagi saw that Pensacola and went, ha ha, Christmas!
Attention, support that target.
Is he actually? Where's it? Oh no, he's aiming on the Amagi. And I think he spotted that
Concentrate
Pensacola.
fire on the enemy warship.
No, he's still aiming on the Amagi. Bismarck secondaries over. Ozil's asked if I play other naval games like Atlantic Fleet or Cold Waters. I've kind of followed them, like people playing them on YouTube, but I've not played them myself. I just play this because it's a nice, easy game just to kind of drop in and out of. It's, you don't really need to take it too seriously if you don't want to. With that Cold Waters and things like that, it looks like you need to dedicate entire afternoons just to kind of go through something. It interests me, you know, I do like warfare and things like that. I like all forms of warfare is what I enjoy. But I just find this a really easy game to play. It's low stress, even when you're on like losing or you get deleted really easy, just like, oh well, I've got plenty more ships in a hangar, I don't care. Now this is what you get with a broadside of Margie versus an anchor. One of these is going to get deleted and the other's barely going to get attention. I'll let you decide which one's going to get deleted. It's like who can get their turrets pointing at the other person first. Bounces. This thing's got like 3 sets of guns on its aft. All of them fucking things. In fact, they're just back. Managed to get him, crikey. Pepsi Cola's doing a decent job there. Can't believe we won that, man. I thought that was a complete loss. See how we did. Middle. I'm happy being in the middle. Middle of the middle's where I belong. Like I said, not the best, but I enjoy playing it. He had a good game, high caliber in that Bismarck. Might risk taking out my Zuho again because, you know, I need me win on that for the day. Let's see what the challenges are about here. Crikey. Right nearly there on the give me a signal one. Ocean song. I'll take out my Zuho again. I need to get me double on this. Or the 50% extra XP. The first battle you win in each ship earns more XP per day. Some weekends they'll have like a 200% or 100% kind of XP thing, but through the week and normal play nights it's just 50%. But when you're grinding up towards your next module, that bit of extra XP can really come in handy. But we'll play the Zuho again because, you know, why not? He also said, how about jumping into the Vig and deleting some of those red bastards? Yeah, I think some of those RB-15s would come in handy here. Aircraft carriers, a special kind of cancer. Ooh, we might actually do okay. In fact, no, we're gonna get fucking chewed up by that Ryujo thing. If he's... because I think you'll probably either go for the 2 aircraft carrier groups. The Bogue's fighters will chew my fighters up. His fighters will chew my fighters up. And he can also strafe. This isn't going to go well, I can tell you now. I'm going to have to... oh, for fuck's sake. This is a horrible map for CVs as well.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Hide where CVs always hide because, you know. Yeah, I hate CVs. Everybody hates CVs because they're CVs. What I'll have to do really is just use my fighter group for spotting, look for a gap, and then kind of send the rest of my group in as soon as there is a gap. Or try and again drag their fighters over.
Airborne.
Nuremberg, Cleveland definitely. Cleveland chews up fighters. Yeah, there's nothing over there that's got decent artillery. So my objective is to try and pull his planes next to Cleveland or the Nuremberg and just hope to Christ that they switch on defensive fire.
Group 4, maintaining present course.
There's his fires already. Okay. Come back and play with the Nuremberg.
Instructions.
He's got decent AA.
Group 5, maintaining
And I
present
can't
course.
alt strafe on you in order to kill you quickly, so...
Provide anti-aircraft fire support.
Yep.
Teammate,
5,
I need your
awaiting
support.
instructions.
Absolutely cannot afford to get involved one-on-one with these fighters, so I'll just lose. But if I can drag his fighters over the cruisers, then I stand a chance. Not much of a chance, but I still stand a
Awaiting
chance.
instructions. We're under attack.
Target the Eagle.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Kind of makes me laugh because these are actually tier 6 fighters.
Awaiting instructions.
But they get absolutely chewed up by tier 5 fighters, and it's just like the American tier 5 fighters. Absolute rape.
Standing by for instructions. Over.
Want to stay away from him, really want to stay away from him.
Standing by for instructions. Over.
What's going on down this end of the world?
Awaiting instructions. We're
Cleveland.
under attack.
There's not many groups in here.
Group 3, standing by for instructions.
Try and be a nice target if I could sneak a group
Standing
into.
by for instructions. Over. Standing by for instructions.
Attack
Over.
enemy aircraft.
That's the tier 5 boats fighters. But if I engaged his fighters with my fighters, they'd
Standing by for
absolutely chew it
instructions.
up.
Over. Group 5, standing by for instructions. Over.
Drag him
Standing
over.
by for instructions. Over. Taking fire.
Okay, so that's that fight is dead anyway, but it's taking photos while I torpedo this dude.
Engaging enemy. Group 5, we're under attack. Group 4, approaching target. Engaging enemy. Group 3, returning
So by
to
cross-dropping,
ship.
he turns
Returning
into
to
avoid
ship.
these ones, and then that turns him broadside onto this group here, so, you know, it's the best way to do it. So I've got, what, 3 into him? 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Destroyed.
Yep, so his fighters, like I said, tier 5 fighters versus my tier 6 fighters. I didn't even shoot down one of his, and he destroyed my whole group while I was sat over a Farragut destroyer, because balance.
5, destroyed.
CVs in this game are very, very balanced. We'll just call it that. And now I'm going to lose all of my torpedo planes, because, you know, as you do. I seriously need to sort out CVs in this fucking game. Honestly. As you go up through the tiers, they're just massively imbalanced from one to the other. It's like, in the mid-tiers, Americans have all of the advantages over the Japs, and then as you get up to like tier 7, 8, 9, the Japs have all of the fucking advantages, and it's just, oh, it's hell. It is real hell. People hate CVs, but people that play CVs also hate playing them because they're just completely unbalanced.
Group 5, maintaining present course. Ready for takeoff.
I'd like to get in there and destroy that boat.
Group 5, awaiting instructions.
Our team
It'd
is
be hard
taking the
getting
lead.
past his fighters.
Maintaining present course.
There's the Ryujos.
4, maintaining present course.
Ryujos. Bomber and torpedoes group. Not going to get me fighters over there in time.
Group 3, standing
Oh,
by for
kamikaze,
instructions.
unlucky.
Over. Standing by for instructions. Over.
Glad that boat's now taken care of, though. That's saved me a problem. Go take care of this Duke, because in fact he's burning quite nicely, isn't he? He's got 2 fires on him.
Our victory is in sight.
Tell you what, let's go take care of his full health brigantine. He's also got fighters flying over him because
We're under attack. Standing by for instructions. Over. Standing by for instructions. Over. Engaging enemy. Group 5 taking fire.
sacrifice some fighters again just to kind of let the torpedoes, bombers get away.
Taking fire. Group 4 returning to ship. Group 3 returning to ship. Engaging enemy. Returning.
If you could manually drop them, as you can in tier 6 and above, then I'd get a lot more hits, but it's depressing that you can't manually drop torpedoes at tier 5. And if you ask me, it's really bad because people can't learn to play CVs in the lower tiers, like tiers, kind of 4 and 5. And then by the time that they get up to kind of tier 6, tier 7s, they don't have a clue how to deploy torpedoes properly because they can't manually drop them, or they don't realise you can manually drop them, and then they're still getting chewed up, and then they're kind of less used to the team because they can't effectively use their ordnance, if that makes sense. But yeah, Wargaming and their infinite decisions decided to take away half the capabilities of aircraft carriers in lower tiers.
Ready.
I do enjoy playing this game. Might not sound like it, but I do enjoy playing it.
Ready for takeoff. Maintaining present course.
Keep on this guy until he drops his torps. Leaf that might save the Normandy from getting. And then I'll target this guy, and then that'll spread his torps out. There you go. And then that gives the Normandy a chance to evade them. I'll target the bombers, and then he won't be able to get his bombs accurately on the Normandy.
Airborne.
And I'll do the same for this guy. And then it brings his fires in.
Returning. Group 3, standing by for instructions.
Pull my fighters out. So there we go, managed to kind of save that Normandy a heartache. In fact, if I can keep his fighters over that Normandy.
Taking fire.
The Normandy's moving very damn it. Okay, Koenig's coming, that's fine. So the AAA fire will help. Look at that, we won. I didn't even have a look at the score. So I didn't go too bad. Middle to bottom, not really where I like to be, but it's hard doing anything, with the Zuho. Got some more flags. In fact, how close am I to the next one? Only a couple of thousand XP away from the Ryujo. But this thing again, you can take, the different. Hey, Anzac's on. Is this the right smudge? There's only one smudge. What tier ship do you have, Anzac? Let's check Anzac's profile, shall we? Be nosy.
some battles. Tier 5. See if we can't get Anzac in here and do some battles together if he wants to.
Connected. Channel switched.
Let's have a look. Not ready, that's right. Let's have a look. So tier 6. What cancer can we take in tier 6? Let's have a look.
User joined your channel.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's just fine. I haven't been playing this game for, I mean, ages.
Long times.
Yeah, I have an Eveland and a, what was the name now? A New Mexico.
New Mexico's decent actually. I've got one of those as well. It's one of the ships I
Just
actually
gonna-
kept.
Just gonna lower my volume in game here because I can't
Yeah,
hear
it's
you.
loud.
Yeah,
Where's
just
my
got it
mouse?
installed. There was like a million updates.
Yeah, because I've got the Arizona and the New Mexico, which are both actually the same class of ship.
Two seconds. I can't,
Yeah, yeah.
I can't really hear you.
Yeah, so that's New Mexico.
Audio and music off.
Yeah, I'd turn the music off for YouTube reasons because, you know, copyrights, infringements, and all the other good stuff there.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. Well, pick what you want to take, and I'll match it with something that's tier higher.
Yeah, the Cleveland, I can help you with it. We could do like the traps for the airplanes. The Cleveland is pretty good at killing airplanes.
I've got a Cleveland as well. That's really good. Yeah, could do.
I remember loving you to play the cruisers. I have a couple of. I'm gonna look at and see what I have gear-wise for the other nations.
One of my favourite cruisers at the moment actually is the Nuremberg, tier 6 German cruiser, which has got turrets. The back turrets can do 360 degrees, which is so helpful.
That's
But,
nice.
It's really nice cruiser to play.
I see they gifted me with a Chinese and a French ship. French ship, I
Oh,
guess
tier
came.
1s, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it came with a.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, with some update. I have a couple of premium ones as well, but lower levels. I have the Murmansk and the Aurora.
Okay, yeah. Are they premium types?
Yep.
Okay.
Both of them have like this golden, name to
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
The Aurora is a tier 3 one, I guess, and the Murmansk is a tier 5.
Got it. I'll take what
But-
you want. I'll take something.
I'll go with the Cleveland then.
Sweet.
So long since I played, so I just click the and then ready
Yeah,
up.
just select your ship, hit ready, and then we'll go do some damage. I'll take a Nuremberg because, you know, winning. I haven't talked to you in a while, man. How you been?
It's been fine. I had that man flu people were talking about in the chat earlier as well.
Oh, that killed me, man. It wiped me out for a couple of weeks. I was just like,
Yeah, I thought I dodged it this winter, but yeah, I didn't get that sick. Like I was mostly having lots of fucking fever.
Yeah, that was the same. I mean, I wasn't like throwing up or anything like that. It was just bone cracking, like pain all the time, just like lying in bed shivering and spasming and, you know, kind of like feel like spitting my liver out my mouth.
Yeah, yeah, it's the worst kind of thing. Oh yeah, this one has a little airplane as well.
Yeah. No aircraft carriers on
Action
this one.
stations.
I think I have 2 planes even. I have one with a fighter, and one with a search plane, I guess.
Alright, like a spotting range.
Yeah. So, do we have a plan? I'll follow you.
Yeah, I might head towards A and see what lights me up. Just having a look to see what sort of sport we get. Hopefully Normandy will follow us in. Might do okay here. See what we come up against. What we don't want to be is spotted by a bloody destroyer and then targeted by everybody else.
Could send that. I don't know if that plane is for extended range of the guns, or if it's
Is
for.
there a on the icon? Is there like a crosshair in the top right-hand corner, or something that looks like a radio wave?
One of them has like a big crosshair over the plane, and the other one has a crosshair in front of the plane.
Oh right, okay. Actually, what that is that you've got one of them's defensive fire, and then the other one.
I'm already burning.
Yeah, one of them's defensive fire, which means that you shoot down some planes, and then the other one there is for actually like a air launch fighter. Shite.
I have to kick that repair.
Yeah, my rudder got hit, so I'm stuck moving now, but I'm not taking damage. Okay. Holy fuck me. I've just got double citadel by something, and that was really bad.
Yeah, same thing for me. Oh, yeah, the one with the airplanes in front of it was the one with the anti-aircraft teams.
Oh wow, if someone sneezes on me, I'm dead now.
Yeah, same for me.
You make me turn broadside to a whole bunch of shots. This is not
Oh, thanks for taking that salvo for me.
Yes. Meat shield. Boy, that didn't last long. How long is that? Like 3 minutes or something. Boy, that double citadel really fucking hurt, man. That just wiped me out completely.
Yeah, I mean, same thing must have happened to me, because I didn't last much longer.
Yeah, there's something out there just handing out citadels. And that's the thing with the Cleveland
again.
as well. It is, yeah, the Cleveland is just covered in citadels too.
Yep.
I think you're dead now.
At least I'm getting hits in now. Oh no no no! I won't be able to fire over that.
The little hill thing, yeah.
Yeah. And you can't prepare more than, I mean, stuff that's already grey. It's grey forever.
Yeah, I don't think the Cleveland has a repair party, does it? You can't actually get health back.
Nope.
Yeah, I got a paddle in, as a certain someone would say.
I'm gonna be brave now.
Put your man pants on. Don't die needlessly though. I think there's a lot of people looking at A right now.
Yeah. Thinking maybe I can. Yeah, I can get it. No, he's too far away. Maybe. Yeah.
Where those runs
Oh,
going?
oops. There's an island here.
Where did that come from? Yeah, they just have a tendency to pop up in front of you, don't they? Like, haha! Skittish. Back to hang it in. Well, that went bad.
I was hoping that it kind of since I was stationary that it would cover me a little bit, but nope.
No. I think something came in from your side there. There was a whole bunch of AP rounds came shooting at you.
To lower my volume a little bit more.
Yeah. So what else you got? I can't believe I potatoed so hard on that game. That was almost embarrassing.
Yeah.
Sucks.
So we're quitting out or waiting
Yeah,
for the game
I'm
to end?
back in the screen.
Yeah, we can do another. I have a Farragut as well. Also
okay.
tier 6, I think.
Yeah.
But I'll go for the New Mexico since yeah,
It's a fair choice.
battleships.
Just trying to think actually.
I remember
enjoyed you with
playing
that kind of
battleships the most, I think.
stuff. I enjoyed battleships the most. I really do. I might take. So I'm
I
trying
think
to train
isn't
up and
it
do
bad-
commanders.
Some of the battleships have a ability where you can kind of like get a bird's eye view with your guns.
Yeah, I think the New Mexico can as well. If you go into modules and then look at ammunition consumables, the aircraft there, you got spotting aircraft. It gives you like an
Yes.
elevated view for kind of shooting long distance. But the
Yeah.
only problem is your dispersion kind of at that range starts getting a bit wonky, so it can be tough.
Yeah, I have repair party and spotting aircraft for it.
Yeah, cool. Alrighty, I'll take
Maybe I
the Arizona, which is similar, same sort of ship, but slightly.
1 tier higher.
No, it's both 6.
Oh,
Same ship.
I have to check out the tech piece later.
This one's a premium. Don't think you can actually buy it anymore.
Am I ready now, or is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but the Arizona's lying at the bottom of Pearl Harbor at the moment. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one with the grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't all of those ships initially World War I ships?
Yeah, well, they're dreadnought design, aren't they? Or taken from
Yeah,
kind of like World War
kind
I
of.
designs. Of course, through World War II, they more went into kind of more like battle cruiser designs, like fast battleships, didn't they?
Yeah, because I remember when you upgrade them to become better, you take away these big masts that they had for spotting, and you add the kind of towers with anti-aircraft guns on instead.
Do like battleships. I just like that you can take an absolute walloping and just kind of go, yeah, okay, what else you got?
Yeah.
You know, you get the walloping in a cruiser and it's like, nah, your game's over. I'm going to go left up to A, maybe about half speed ahead, just to let cruisers and things get ahead for a bit of spotting. And
is there any way to kind of sticky or rudder, if you understand what I mean? Oh, cool.
I generally don't use A and D, just Q and E, so I'll just kind of set the rudder where I want it to be and kind of stop it when I've got where I want to be.
Good luck, everyone.
Interesting.
Much obliged. Good luck and fair seas. Many thanks.
Yeah, I think that Fiji's determined to get spotted by something.
Yep.
Tazok should call himself Wazok.
I remember when I was playing the game actively. I can see something over there now. Yeah. I'm gonna kick my bottom plane to be able to shoot him.
Fair. Nice is just coming into range for himself. King George is still a bit out of range. The thing with the Arizona is got really accurate guns. That's going to hurt him a lot, I think. Thanks for playing.
Oh, I remember the reloading times.
Oh yes. Battleship's best friend. So was that King George when we stopped?
Yes, got hits on the back one.
Oh, Penny Cola over there. I want to hit him. Come on, kill the Penny Cola. Oh, no, big. In fact, he's not paying attention really much. Oh, come on, kill the Penny Cola. That'd just be awesome, wouldn't it?
Got incoming from the yeah, I set that battleship on fire.
Oh, you're shooting at AG, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Notice
Press
this now.
2. Yeah, you might actually do some damage if you press 2. Oh, come on, hit him.
Too far away from me.
Yay, Citadel!
Enemy heavily damaged.
Oh.
Yeah, preparing to turn to starboard.
Yeah, just look for anything that's broadside, really. You know, kind of that's what you really want to do. Catch
Yeah,
things
there's
in broadside
islands in the way.
and give them an absolute paddling.
Yeah, that's a battleship as well. Almost stopped.
Wait, bugger.
Yeah, got hits on him.
Oh, Coningsburg, you're just asking for another paddling man.
Just standing there.
Yes. like the thing that might have actually overloaded him, because I thought he was speeding up, but he's actually slowing down a bit.
He's starting to move now, slightly.
Yeah. I saw his plume of smoke kind of going up, and I was like, right, he's speeding up. I'll catch him as he's kind of running into it. But then he kind of cancelled his speed and just stopped on the spot, so overshot him. But next one's going to give him a good kick in. Citadel!
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Oh dear. Well, hello, what's that? Leander's just come out of the middle. Mate, what is wrong with you?
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Oh, that Leander's just potatoed hard. He's about to slide into the side of a fucking hill as well. Oh, my friend. This is what pain is called, and you're about to eat all of it.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy destroyer sighted.
Oh, no way! Got one over penetration on because he slammed into the island.
We have a destroyer on the northmost, the small islands.
It's all good. Just take care of this Leander, and then we'll turn back around.
I think you have a slightly better range than I do. I'm gonna see if I can get ahead of you, able to reach them.
I think our ranges should be the same. I'm at 18.6, but it depends if you've got the upgraded aiming modules and stuff. Angled Eisenhower, it's worth shooting HE at him just to kind of, you know, burn him down. See if we can get some plunging fire on him.
Can you kind of see what kind of ship something is by pressing any key? Do you have to...
if you hit escape settings, go into controls. Where is it? You want something called the alternate battle interface. I think it's down the bottom. Shit, trying to think where it is. Is it under? It's in one of these settings things. There's a thing called the alternate battle interface, but it gives you a hell of a lot more kind of information on what the ships are and what they're doing. But in the meantime, I think you can hit Alt, and that shows you all of the information on the screen.
Yeah, I'm shooting at the Genesau.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Pepsi Cola's come back out to play, although he's running away, as he should. Oh, that King George is gonna... I think this... Is he dead? No, he's still with it. He might be worth killing. Time for a kill steal. It's not kill steering, it's kill stealing, it's kill securing. Someone else gone, never mind. Watch out for that Eisenhower though, she's got torpedoes. So if she gets close, she can launch torpedoes at you.
Still at 10 kilometers, that...
I think they're 6 or 8. Can't quite remember. I've got one myself, but I think they're 6 or 8.
Be a little bit tricky with how I'm sailing them.
Okay, apparently it's all controls in the bottom left, according to Orza. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, but the alternate controls, you get to see a lot more information on the screen. Alternate battle interface it's called. It's really handy. Time to pick up speed, because I'll need them to avoid this times 12 zone fires.
Our victory is in sight.
He's going to be launching his torps. Maybe at me. I've not been targeted yet.
One more salvo and he's dead. He's shooting him at me now, I'm pretty sure.
Our team has taken the lead.
Turning into him. Yeah, I can see the torps.
Those white ones are friendly ones from the Fiji.
Oh. My gun's over. Going straight at him now, where he was. Oh, it's...
I put a bit of a spread in it, but didn't get anything myself. Ah, 6 km, said for what was it?
Yeah, detected.
Huzzah!
Yay! I don't think I got hit once.
I got hit a little bit, not much, but managed to kind of fix it all up anyways.
I didn't get more than 19 hits anyway, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
I did manage to set fires though, with that first high explosive.
I mean, if you got battleships kind of head on to you, then HE works. You know, because AP is just going to kind of bounce off all over him, so it's worth switching to HE. But if you've got stuff kind of moving broadside, you know, kind of past you and at range, you really want kind of AP from a battleship. You know, because you'll get much more kind of damage out of it that way.
Yeah. I guess he was a little bit annoyed though, because that was like the opening salvo of the game, so he had to kick his repair.
Might take my Cleveland actually. Why not?
Yeah, I'm taking the Cleveland as well.
Double Citadel madness. Awesome. Because what's the worst I could have? It's actually been quite kind to us here. I think we can do some damage here.
When they don't shoot at you and kill you immediately, the Cleveland can actually be pretty devastating. It has quite a lot of guns.
Yeah, it's got a good rate of fire. Its turrets are really slow to move, I found. But the rate of fire is not bad. I think
I tend to play it kind of. I kind of tend to play it a little bit so that I hang back with the battleships to help them out with airplanes. You can get quite a lot of kills that way. So, sometimes you get more air-to-air kills than oh sorry, not air-to-air kills, but air kills than the CVs.
Yeah. Looks like all our teams wanting to move left. We've got one New York wanting to go right.
All the guys on the side, the central ones are likely going right as well.
Yeah. It's going to be worth playing kind of defensively here, just to see where they appear and using these islands as cover and trying to shoot over.
Yep. Coming over to you. But with this one you should use eye explosives, right? Except for when you're firing at like...
Yeah. Broadside cruisers use AP.
Yeah.
Destroyers and battleships really use HE. Cruisers, if they're coming straight at you, HE. But as soon as they start showing broadsides, you really want to get AP into them, then you know you get the citadels. And
getting people firing at me already.
Yeah. You detected, are you?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Shooting. Oh, they're hitting me as well. Not bad though. They're shooting over the island.
Yeah, we don't really have enough support on this side. This could go quite wrong.
Yeah. Passing you.
You don't really want to go forward in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn now.
Yeah, you don't want to show broadsides to that Eisenhower if you detect it either, because he'll delete you.
Have a destroyer here as well.
Yeah, to get rid of him. I've slid back too far.
Smoke now.
Yeah, he'll be probably popping up torpedoes over this direction or something like this as well.
Yep, here they come.
Come on, reverse. Reverse. That Eisenhower is going to cause some damage when he comes out there, and we've got no smoke to conceal.
Here he comes. Gonna shoot at me.
Yep. Just keep your speed up and try and not avoid most of when he shoots you. Got a couple of fires going on that. Nice now. The thing with that thing as well, it's got a 20-second reload, so it can fire faster.
Burning like mad.
Oh yeah, I've set like 3 fires on there or something like that, I think, or a couple of fires. Right, time to run away. That Eisenhower eat us in close range, and I think our...
Should we go back the way we came?
Yeah... Just, we're outnumbered here massively.
He's coming around the where you were standing.
He'll be coming round when he comes. We're just massively outnumbered here, we're going to get chewed up.
Yeah.
Just need to get away from here.
Another, let's say, Leander here as well. Need to get my lead straight.
New York's just been deleted by
Detected. Yeah, he needs help. I have a New Mexico coming in front of us.
Okie dokie dokie dokie. Hello, Mr. Farragut.
Should ever have French ships, because we're running away.
Yeah, they're just good at going fast backwards.
No, that's actually a myth. The French haven't run away more than any other country. In fact, during the World War I, they were braver than most.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, you're English. You have to say that.
Yeah. Bloody frogs. Don't mind the French. You know, they give us garlic.
I think we will survive.
You've fucking ruined it now, haven't you? Now we're gonna get absolutely pasted. It's like when you're at work and it goes quiet and like, oh hey, it's Kidd quiet today, and then like before you know it, you're absolutely inundated and you get absolutely worked to death, and then you just want to find the person that said the Q word and beat him to death.
There are better ships for them to shoot at now than us.
Not really. They'll look at us and think citadels, and then they'll shoot at us and then we'll all die because citadels.
I don't think we're detected right now.
Nope. I'm not. Will be soon.
Our team is taking the lead.
The thing with Cleveland is the turret rotation's so slow. It's
No, we're
depressing.
detected.
Yeah, destroyers kind of popped up out of nowhere there.
Yeah, let's give him some love.
Farragut. Need some love. I knew that you would. Boom. Pop goes your
We've
weasel.
sunk an enemy destroyer.
Oh, and I would have hit him as well.
Yeah, right. Pull the other one, it's got bells on it.
Yep. Here we have the battleships are coming into range. Gonna set more fires on that. Eisenhower because he deserves it. I told you. No.
It's because you're showing a broadside to him. He's gonna stare at you and go, "I want to kill you because you're in Cleveland."
I'm maneuvering, you know.
Come on, turn, you son of a cow. Just absolutely do not want to show any broadside to any of these things, otherwise they'll just think, well, thanks for putting out your fire. Here, have another one. Seriously, you need to start defending this guy. There must be something else inside the cap other than that Eisenhower. Like a destroyer, the Z-23 or whatever it is.
Yeah, the destroyer is in there as well.
I'm gonna get hurt. Oh, good, didn't hurt me. That didn't hurt. Ah, na, 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 na.
Oh, he's burning and he's
We
already
need to
used
get
up
on
his
the cap now.
repair.
Protect the base.
How do I say Roger that?
F4.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
There, got arsonist. Yay! Oh, we won! Huzzah! Oh, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was tactical. That's a good word.
Fighting
You're running
retreat.
away.
It
We're
was
not
a-
running away. We're retreating tactically.
It was a tactical withdrawal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We would have died if we stayed. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We couldn't have faced off about that with that number on our own. If we hadn't pulled back, we would have been pasted. Not quite there. I need 96 more XP for my last container. Okie dokie. Your choice.
Yeah, I'll go with the New Mexico again.
Oh, okie dokie. It's tears.
No, I'm going with Cleveland again. I'm going with Cleveland. 'Cause that's I liked it. I like the how you're really maneuverable and can kind of dodge shots a little bit. Not
You've
as
gotta
well
be
as a
really
destroyer
careful,
though.
because with the speed and the maneuverability, you can kind of overextend.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself, you know, kind of on your own facing, you know, several battleships, and it's like, okay.
3 aircraft carriers, finally.
Just as I take my Leander. Woohoo! The good news is I've got smoke. The bad news is we're going to get absolutely minced by everything that we're facing here. So,
So, can you see what you're facing?
yeah. If you click team members on the first screen,
Yeah.
it shows you that we're mostly against tier 8s in our tier 6s because matchmaking's cool.
And there isn't any, like I said, I thought it were, because it said on the kind of, but that might be how many was kind of waiting for a battle, because it said there were carriers, and I was like, yeah, finally.
That's waiting for a battle. This is gonna suck just a touch.
Go for A.
I was thinking that myself, yeah, because we can kind of cover in behind that island. But we've really got to see how the rest of the team manoeuvres as well. I think they'll probably go for A. A's always popular from this side. Good news
So
is
the
I can sit and
Leander-
smoke and just kind of rain AP on people.
Teammate, I need your support.
What's the strength of the Leander?
Powerful AP. It only fires AP. It doesn't have HE. Lots of torpedoes. It's got hydroacoustic search. It's got repair party, and it's got smoke.
That's nice.
So it's a really popular boat.
Kind of
this-
like a full toolbox.
Yeah, it's the Fiji, which is the one after it, and the Belfast. Really popular ships for their tier. In fact, I think everything above tier 6 on the British line is kind of awesome, you know, or has something that's pretty awesome about it. And it's like with the Fiji, you have radar and smoke, and you know, you've got really powerful AP.
This one can shoot down planes.
Yeah, but it's made out of soft stuff, and if you get hit at the wrong angle, you're done for. Same with the Leander. This thing, if you catch this thing broadside, you've had it.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
What I do like about this though is that it's got lots of torpedoes, and you can fire them individually. So you get 4 torpedoes each side, and you can launch 1 torpedo at a time, which is a real advantage.
All stations retreat. Affirmative.
Monarch, is that a French one? Is it, or is it
British, actually. I think British tier 8
Ah.
battleship.
So many new ships that it wasn't in the game when I.
The British battleships all fire HE. They do have AP, but the HE is so overpowered that there's no point in using AP. And with a lot of the battleships HE, you can actually kind of citadel cruisers from the side with the HE, and it's just like, what? Crazy powerful HE shells that come out of those things.
I think the British infantry was kind of new to the game when I
the British and the
playing
French.
because I have a destroyer that I played a few games with.
Right, okay. Is it Edinburgh? He needs a paddling.
Yeah, that's the one I'm trying to hit as well.
He's maneuvering. Come on, give me the shot, give me the shot. Slow down, you son of a gun. Now Bismarck's going to give me a paddling in any second now. I can just feel it coming.
Smoke screen set.
Ooh, nice hits on the Bismarck. Was it Bismarck? D. Yeah. I'm gonna... Yeah, set it on fire. I'm gonna turn. I don't want to go closer to these guys than we already are. Bismarck is still burning.
Is that from your fire?
Yes.
Yeah, they've all run away now. So I think there is a destroyer in some smoke over there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get shots at him because I can see kind of where he's firing from in the smoke, but I'm just not kind of getting around to it. Just trying to find out where he is. I know he's there because I can see his rounds coming out.
Yeah, I think he's closer than you shooting.
Yeah. So if I can reset that, it's going to be a bonus. Oops, shit, I'm detected. That's not great. It's detected me.
Not gonna do like the Tirpitz is doing.
Well, you know, the Tirpitz can afford to do it as a battleship.
Yep.
Oh no, too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast. Arse wipe, I'm gonna fall out of this one.
Come on, hit. No, someone else killed it. Oh! Torpedoes!
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those, they're nasty.
Yeah. Far away from me.
think they're quite within range where I'm going to send some torpedoes over that way anyway.
I'm going to go for the smoke now, because there's just one BB over there. And I want to kill that.
Just try and shoot to smoke, yeah, just.
I'm going to see if I can spot him for you.
Sure.
There's also an aircraft over there. I want to have that kill.
Ready? You see that smoke over there? You're ready to shoot at that?
Yep.
I've got a hydroacoustic. I can put that on. It'll detect them inside the smoke.
I'm trying to be a little bit unpredictable
sure.
with my course, because I'm absolutely sure that there will come a swarm of torpedoes.
Right. I'm turning on my hydroacoustic now. Be prepared for them to just pop up in front of you.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
BB is dead.
So will be destroyers in there.
There we go. One hit.
There he is, little bastard.
Damn. Something else shooting there as well.
Yep.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
It's just outside the head.
There he is.
Boom! Cool beans. Right, shit. Let's go get B because we're losing that.
Yep.
Yeah, Grizz has just pointed out that that the Cleveland's being bumped up to tier 8 with the American cruiser split, which is I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh, he's shooting at me. Please.
Yeah, well, you know, you're the biggest squishy. We're kind of broadside to him, so he needs to.
Yeah,
just turn
I
into him.
had the least amount of
Get kind of nose onto him.
damage as well. What was that famous British admiral who gave the, was it like 7 degrees order at Jutland?
I remember his name. I know kind of what you mean there, yeah. Turning to port rather than starboard. That type of stuff.
Yeah, it was like what lost them the battle, I guess.
Yeah, cause, it was the destroyer feint, wasn't it? And then they ended up kind of getting bullied by torpedoes.
Yeah, but it was also that he thought his ship kind of was invincible against the Germans, so he kind of, yeah, let's go at him.
Yeah. I love that. I've watched so many documentaries and things about the Battle of Jutland, man. It was such an awesome event.
I know it's wrong to say that concerning the loss of life and everything that happened, but just for like sheer, you know, like proper, you know, kind of like navy on navy grand scale battle. It was like, you know, the last major dreadnought battle that's ever happened. You know, like proper navy on navy.
Yeah, there were. I think there's still seamen's graves in the ARPA.
Griswold's just said Beatty and Jellicoe were the name of the commanders.
that's
Well, admirals.
There's still, at least I think the British they got their seamen back, but there's still German seamen graves in the outside of like Gothenburg, all along the coast of Sweden. There was thousands of soldiers like.
I really want to head towards. I want to go on a kind of diving holiday up in the Orkney Islands, because I've got this where they scuttled the German fleet at the end of World War One, and there's still a whole bunch of dreadnoughts at the bottom of the Sound there. So at the end of World War One, Britain said, you know, as we're kind of sorting out the Treaty of Versailles, park your fleet in the Shetland Islands, and we'll you know, kind of make sure that you're not going to use them while we're talking peace and all this type of stuff.
And then we'll delete them for you.
Well, apparently, I can't remember the exact details on how it opened, but apparently a lot of their portholes got opened, and a lot of the ships rolled over and sank. And it's like, oh, interesting. But yeah, a lot of Germans lost their fleet there. I'm thinking that all we need to do is defend this point and not do anything daft. Although, coming from me, I think that we'd probably need to do something daft. But if we don't die, we've got this one, because we've got point lead, area control.
Yeah, if they just look at me, I'm dead.
It might even be worth just kind of hanging about here, but I could also pop smoke, but then if I'm popping smoke, no one's spotting them. Really.
That guy is coming into range for me now. I'm giving
he's just
him a
coming into range
broadside.
for me, but he's full on head on. I might get on C and then pop the smoke.
9 hits.
Need to find out where the DD is.
Yep. There we go. He's on our Arbor side.
Yeah, that's my cruise. Dangerous though, because you can set lots of fires. Watch out, that Bayern's shooting at you.
He's burning now. But that wasn't. I'm so hurt.
Stop shooting at me! I'm just getting shells all over this dude, man. That sucks. Give me penetration for the love of Christ. Time to take care of this Mayoko. Hopefully it doesn't set me on fire, because that would really suck right now.
Oh, I'm taking fire from. Yeah, that's DD.
Right, you take care of him. I'll start shooting at this.
No. I'm gonna die.
Game over. We won! Yay!
I didn't die.
It's a miracle.
He was starting his, you know, machine gun fire on me.
Yeah, you did really well there, Anzac.
I like the Cleveland.
The thing with cruisers is they're very situational, and if you're not in the right situation, then you get deleted straight away. You know.
Yeah, you have to play them kind of cautiously.
Yeah.
You have to immediately know when you have to retreat and when to to use your speed and maneuverability.
Yeah, it's part of my problem. I just kind of strap on my man pants and go, right, here we go.
And I watch you play, and I see you do a lot of put out the smoke screen, you sit in the smoke screen, and I'm like, hell no, I'm gonna go at max speed, and I'm gonna turn in 8 so that they can't hit me. That's how I play, and I mean it's not anything that's wrong or anyone who's right. It's just different play styles.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Cleveland again. I like that one.
Cool. I might take a different.
I'm gonna have a look and see if there's anything I can upgrade and so on.
Okay. Well, if you click on modules, it shows you there kind of how much XP you've got in the Silver Star. Your free XP's on like the greeny Gold Star, and then the modules underneath in the research price and cost.
Oh, so if they're yellow or like gold colored, the text beneath the module, then it's already upgraded.
Yes, yeah, and then if it's white, then it's to be upgraded or bought.
Yeah, so I have 29,000 silver stars for the ship, and I need 70,000 for the Pensacola, because that's, I guess, the only thing that I have to upgrade, since all the major systems are upgraded. Yeah.
I've not had to long.
It's the same thing with the Colorado. There I have a little bit more points though. I have 51 out of 72,000.
Got it.
So maybe go with the Colorado so that I actually can see an end to the grind.
Is that the tier 7 battleship?
That's the one I'm getting.
Alright, you're working towards that.
Yeah, that's
I was going to say, because the next ship after that's the North Carolina. And that is a long grind. It's a proper slog.
Yeah, I kind of gave up after grinding for 51,000 stars.
You don't have any camouflage though. If you put camouflage on it, it can make life easier. And you can also speed up XP and stuff. So if you go into exterior, and then camouflage.
I might have some stuff for it.
I've got loads of them, man. I kind of... It's weird, I only ever use like the default ones, like the Type 2 or the Type 5. Yeah, the Type 5.
-3 detectability. +4 to maximum dispersion of shells fired by the enemy attacking your ship.
Yeah, so the less accurate when you shoot at you if you've got that skin on.
And 200 extra XP. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that sounds what I need. There's even more expensive ones.
Yeah,
oh, that's 121. Yeah, I need one that I can use silver money for, not gold money.
Yeah,
I guess.
The Type 5 is the one that combines the detectability and dispersion.
I already have like 7 of these Type 5 camouflage, which give me -3. Yeah, there we go. Now, and see if I have any flags as well.
Yep, flags work. Flags are very situational for the ship. With the Cleveland, you want like the fire flags. The magazine flag is really useful on the Cleveland. In fact, let's have a look what flags I've got on my Cleveland. Okay, so I've got India X-ray for fire chance, Juliet Charlie for magazine, and I did have Victor Lima, but I've run out of Victor Limas. And I also had November Foxtrot for reload time on consumables.
Juliet Lima. Looking.
Victor Lima, Foxtrot, November Foxtrot, and India X-ray. So the 2 fire flags on the top row, so it's 3rd along and 5th along.
Yeah, I only have the 3rd one.
Yeah. 2nd row, I've got the 1st one, which is November Foxtrot.
Reload time.
Run out of those, yeah. I don't know, it's on my battleship.
I'll put a Papa on as well. plus 300% free
Yeah.
XP.
What you really want on there though is the Juliet Charlie, because it stops your magazine from getting detonated, and it happens a lot in the Cleveland.
Is it? Which one is that? Is that the
Second row, far right hand side.
Oh, I don't have anyone.
Ah, right, okay.
I'll put a papa.
Are you opening
Get
up
some
your
more.
containers, by the way?
I don't know if I have any.
Yeah, you should have earned some by now. From your home screen, like in the port, on the left hand side you've got like Vive la France Premium Shop Combat Missions,
Yep.
and then like a red container thing. If you click on that, it takes you to like another ship where you can collect and open containers, and you can earn 3 a day, and then you can collect flags or more credits and things like that. I normally go for flags because they're the most useful. But yeah, you can claim the containers and get more flags and things that way.
Yeah, I have one at least.
Cool.
I don't have to spend this XP to get them, do I?
No, it just comes off your daily XP. You don't lose XP for doing it. It just uses XP that you've acquired through the day.
Oh, let's see. I got India Bravo and 3 more Papa Papas.
Oh, Papa
And
Papas
50.
are awesome. For the, it's like 333% XP boost. Or
Yeah.
something, isn't it? Yeah, free XP.
So yep, that's it. Cool. Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool. I'm taking a different type of shit. Another very situational destroyer.
So that's a a Japanese one.
Japanese destroyer. What's interesting about this is that its guns are crap. It doesn't really have any, but it has lots of torpedoes, and you can fire them from stealth. So the torpedo range is longer than the detection range, so you can just kind of like stay out of detection range of battleships and just spaff torpedoes at them until they die.
And is it like all the other Japanese ships, so that it has like super long range and you know,
The torpedo range
unlimited
10
amount
kilometers.
of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
10 kilometer torpedo range, which is fairly long, but they're not very fast. And they're not deep water, so you know the battleships see them coming and they can do things about it. But
So this is a new game type I haven't seen before.
yeah, this is what do they call this again? I don't know what they call this. Epicenter, that's the thing. But yeah, there's like concentric rings, and then when you sit in the ring, you start capturing it, and it's about kind of capturing the rings.
Until there's only the center ring to capture.
Yeah. Well, you can capture the center ring first, and then like the other rings. But if there's a ship sat in the ring, it stops you from capturing it.
I'm gonna hang back here because I have a range which makes me able to shoot all the way to where their like ring ends.
Okay, so they've got a destroyer on the epicenter now as well.
And you have to capture them in order, kind of?
No, you just capture any of them. They definitely have a DD in the epicenter.
Yeah, and a DD on your to your front.
The thing is, my gun power is really shite, so if I get into a gunfight with another destroyer, I'm gonna lose. There's kind of no two ways about that.
You have a incoming battleship that I'm gonna shoot at now.
What I really
Unless I
need to do
clear
with this
this.
is hang back until they've all spread out a bit, move around the edges, and then attack them with torpedoes. That's kind of generally the game plan I need to follow. but it's difficult.
And that is a Lyon. Haven't seen that one before.
French battleship. It's interesting actually, it's got lots and lots of big guns on it.
I have her in range. Should I open fire? I'm not detected.
Cool. Actually, let's turn the motion. Oh,
I'm detected.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, we have a. I have spotted the. Someone has spotted the.
Got sucky.
Yeah. In the central ring.
Okay, you got to it, that's cool.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Okay, so that's the target. Copy. Might be able to.
It's funny, I played a game with my Fubuki the other day, and I never fired my guns once through the whole game, and I got over 100,000 damage, and I only had like 4 torpedo hits, but on one of them I hit a Bismarck with 1 torpedo, just one hit him, but he just used his repair, and it caused him to flood out and die. Which was just absolutely spectacular. I was just like, that's just amazing. Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
I
killed him. I killed him. I set him on fire just after he used his repair. That guy that they primaried. I mean, that was me actually kill stealing. Oh, destroyer. Hello, Mr. Destroyer. Heard you like holes in your holes. So, I'm not gonna give you any more, looks like. And he wasn't a destroyer, he was a cruiser.
You need to take care of that Minsk.
There's the destroyer. Come on. Battleship shooting at me.
Yeah, they have a
I don't
tendency
like that
to
at
do
all.
that. They're not very nice.
Nope.
Not team players. Like.
Oh, there's another battleship. Let's find even more.
Yeah, just don't get broadside to them. And just keep raining HE down. You'll be okay. If you want, if you're happy where you are, I could drop some smoke on you, and then you could sit in the smoke and keep firing on them.
I'm moving too much for that.
Okay. Well, let me know if you start slowing down. I could come past you and drop smoke to kind of protect your position. Shit, they've got the epicenter.
Getting out of his range now.
Yeah, we need to get into the epicenter because they're going to start overtaking us some points.
Yep, copy. Moving.
All stations, capture the base. Capture the base.
Someone just had the same sort of thought as me.
Yes, some fire. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, dodge that one. And that one.
Smoke generator started. Smoke screen set.
No one's spotting.
Trying, but they're all shooting at me. Don't know what you smoke. That's not my style, but you know, rather than thinking. Yeah, take that little fire.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Ah!
Our team has taken the lead.
I got that battleship, by the way.
Oh, nice.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
He's hitting me. And now I'm burning. And I already used my repair.
I need to go invisible now so I can get up on this guy and torp him from right close range. Go on, go invisible. Go invisible!
Oh, bounce that one. But that, not the last one.
I think he's actually still... yeah, that's fire I've got on these guys. Oh. Hey! Happy
Battleship
days.
destroyed.
Alright, Mr. Buy-in, you're dead, that's fine. Mr. Fiji, you're miles away, you're done for, that's fine. Oh well, that went quite well.
I've been kind of cheating death every match.
Yeah. Did alright that game, I think.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm not the worst player. That's for not having played before like 2 years.
Just on to like itch and scrub that rust off, like, you know.
Yeah. I tried that Dreadnought game, and that was kind of a for like £4 you could get a kind of like starting kit with a premium ship and 2 weeks of kind of subscription, you know.
Right, okay.
But I kind of tried it and I enjoyed it. It's a little bit like this, only more direct fire, not so much indirect fire. I would say it's kind of like a ship, more like the kind of, you know, mechanics of a somewhere in between a tank game, a ship game, and almost like an MMORPG, because you have like different abilities that you can use, like giving buffs and debuffs and.
How do you fancy doing a bit of PvE?
Oh, we could try that. I haven't tried that, I think.
There's a thing called a naval operation. It's like a mission of the week, but by doing it, if you survive and you do well, you can earn premium time, a 10-point commander, camos, flags, and more flags.
Sure.
So it's tier 6. So you can take your Cleveland again if you want to.
Or the New Mexico.
Yeah, you could take that. I think there's a bit of moving about on this one, so yeah, I mean
Cleveland is better than, I guess.
I'm trying to think actually, I don't think I've actually done this one before.
I'm just reading up, and then you're choosing what to play.
Yeah. Take Cleveland if you want. Might end up getting pasted. If not, we can do it again. But I think we'll have to escort an aircraft carrier out of the map, and it normally ends up kind of we have to go and destroy their aircraft carriers, and we have to kind of do other things like this. So I mean, if you want to take
then
a punching
there's
bag,
planes.
then yeah, there'll probably be planes.
Cool.
I might actually
I'll
take
fit
a
right
battleship.
in. Yeah, that's cool, because then we can kind of use each other's strengths.
Although my commander's not actually trained up on this yet. Bollocks. In fact, you know what, I might take something different. This probably end up not working out so well, but it's good at training up my commander anyway.
Have you seen the recent footage that some people posted from, like, what's it called? Not World of Tanks, the other one.
War Thunder.
Yeah, with the newest tanks that came out. They're almost up to
like,
current.
Abrams and stuff like that. Leos, yeah.
They're up to the kind of early to mid 80s now in technology.
Yeah. Although you probably still have fucking Abrams versus bloody Tigers and stuff. Because the game's...
No, not really. I guess you could be tiered so that you might meet like a mouse or something like that. If a player is stupid enough to use it.
It just absolutely depresses me in that game how, first off, like SPAA, the self-propelled anti-aircraft stuff, wrecks tanks, and it's just like, the fuck.
Yeah.
And then it's like you take like a Panzer IV, and all of a sudden you find yourself up against things like Challengers, and you're just like, the hell,
Yeah. I do enjoy the game, but the matchmaking is really, yeah, it's a lot to be.
I wish it'd sort out the BR so World War II's World War II, and you don't take like a World War II tank with standard armoured piercing shells, and you're up against stuff that's got Sabre rounds and ATGMs and stuff,
Yeah.
Nice.
It should be more like, I guess it is, but since there's an overlap of the different tiers, that you can be,
Yeah.
I think you can be in a group, and you can meet people who are 1 battle rating below you and 1 battle rating above you. So there's like 3 battle ratings that are mixed into one. And if you playing the tanks who are at like late war to end of war era, you can meet quite a spectrum of different nasties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, we're just.
That's a very British ship, at least color.
What's that? Sorry, D.
It's an American ship though, isn't it?
What's that?
Yeah, English colors, but on an it almost looked like you had an English flag on like painted on the sides of the ship.
What's this on? I might just be missing.
That might not have been you. No, that's some other guy.
Oh, is that the New Mexico? Yeah, he's got the French.
Yeah,
premium
that's the
skin.
French.
Deliver ammunition and resupply the
Oh, I thought it was just you and me, but we're like
no,
a full
it's-
fleet.
Yeah, it's like a fleet versus PvE. But if you do well on this, if we manage to complete all the objectives, then the rewards are really good.
Nice.
I love playing the missions of the week. It's so worth it. Okay, so our current mission is to escort these ships to the aircraft carrier, like these Liberty ships. So we've got to make sure these things don't get pumped.
Let's give them a hard time.
Don't get too close to them, because if you attract fire, they might get hit, and also if you're shooting across them, you might end up hitting them. Minakaze.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
I'll concentrate on our furry taco, because I'll take care of him quite easily. As he says. Oh, thanks for that. He just fired your rounds into me.
I did?
Yeah.
No. Oh, sorry.
No, that's alright. You can't damage friendlies on this mode anyways. Fucking dispersion, Jesus Christ.
And I'm on fire. Yeah, I'm using my So next target is the
Myogi.
battleship. Oh, that single torpedo.
Are you flooding?
Nope.
You're losing health.
Yeah, I'm flooding, and I used it to stop my fire. I'm gonna sink.
Oh, that sucks.
Unless it kind of heals itself.
It takes about a minute 20, so keep an eye on your repair, because you might be able to repair just before you flood.
I'm gonna hang back a little bit on it.
Destroy 3 ships within a minute. Save the support ships. Okay.
Yeah, I'm using my repair.
Okay. Shame that you can't get that HP back.
Yeah. Not able to, though. Maybe it's...
Well, it doesn't have
That's all.
repair party. It's got the repair consumable, damage control.
This is engineer. Got to the scene. Commence repairs.
I'm not losing HP anymore.
Yes, because you stopped the flooding.
Oh yeah, cool.
But yeah, now you just need to be careful that you don't get shot at.
Yep. I'm gonna tail end Charlie here.
I thought that boat was player, but it's not.
This is engineer. The carrier's propulsion is partially restored.
Damn it.
Now they're shooting at me. Oh. And I'm on fire. But I had the repair party now.
Well, you don't want to lose much more health.
Task Force Commander here.
Yeah, they still primarying me for some reason. I guess they know that I have a... Oh man, yeah.
actually get a hit, for fuck's sake.
This is Raptor. Moving out.
Damn it. Thought that would squeeze you back.
I'm gonna hide behind this island.
Fair enough. Stay alive!
It still provides some
This is engineer.
anti-aircraft
Stations. I have equipment for
fire.
Stay close.
Enemy heavily damaged.
Watch that stuff coming in behind us.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
We have airplanes.
Yeah. Need to take care of that Zuho.
If they come my way, I'll kick in that protective
Damage
thing.
control module thing.
No, the anti-aircraft.
I'm
Just kind of trying to stay alive to some use at least.
This Marco. Just insane.
Is there a repair circle around the transport ships? Because there's like a wrench.
All breach. Taking on one quickly.
But possibly yes. I think it could actually.
Problem solved, sir.
This
Might
mini
try to
car's
catch
gonna
up with
hit me,
them.
I think.
Oh man.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hit.
You just die already, Jesus Christ.
Yes, it's dead.
Enemy cruiser
Might
sunk.
survive this.
Raptor. Task Force Commander here. Transmitting rendezvous point.
Is that repairing you? Is it being in that circle or?
I'm trying to get into it. Yeah, set that bloody thing on fire.
Adjusting course.
I'm also trying to torpedo this.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Yeah, I'm dead.
We lost our support ships. That sucks, donkey dick.
Yeah. First one is dead. Yeah. There's still
Failed
one
our
left.
objective though, so okay, whatever that reward was.
This is Raptor. Air wing is ready for duty.
Yeah, we're losing our carrier now as well.
I think this could be a mission failure.
Multiple targets detected. Setting out to take cover behind the nearest island. Full ahead.
You only get like one try for this mission.
No, this mission of the week thing you can keep doing.
Ah.
So if we fail this, we can just go in and try again. Take like battleships or something if you want to shoot power.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots and lots of cruisers and destroyers in this, so having something with a good rate of fire is handy.
Out of action. We're dead in the water. Time for repairs required. Need cover from Allied squadron. Dropping a smoke screen would make sense.
Yeah, I was a little bit too early with it. If I just have waited like 30 seconds to use my my first repair, I wouldn't have
Yeah, the
received that.
Queen's is an extremely squidgy ship. I mean, it's maybe a bit too squidgy for this sort of gamer again.
Yeah, but I mean 90% of the damage was from that flooding because I didn't think before pressing use my my repair.
This is Raptor. Time's up. I can't wait any longer. Moving out.
Damn it. I don't think this one's going to be successful.
Just sank another battleship for us. Oh, and the carriers aren't controlled by players.
Say again, sorry, bud.
I don't think the
No, the AI.
ah.
Ugh, well, that didn't go well. Mission failed! Yay! Oh, I did what I could, but oh well.
Yeah, it was hard. Try another one.
Could do. Try it again if you want. Don't know if you want to take something a bit more pushy.
Yeah, something that's not as squishy. And I can't do it with this fun with the Cleveland again for 29 minutes.
Yeah, or you can spend 75,000 credits to use it again.
Oh, you can.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, how do I do that?
just click on it. I think when it says waiting for an order,
Ah,
you just click
yeah.
on it and receive an order.
That
You
works.
can use it again. I was just trying to think. Actually.
But I'll think I'll go with the New Mexico.
Yeah.
Or let's see what else I have. Oh, I can't choose anything else than I have a Farragut as well, but I don't think that will be of much use. That's a destroyer.
Yeah, you want something that can really kind of kick out rounds, do damage, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll go for the New Mexico.
Alrighty. Bit more squishy, but kind of thinking I could take my Nuremberg and deal with the destroyers. I'll give that a go. Why not? See what happens. And then this will have to be the last one, and I'm gonna have to call it a nighty night.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning here.
Yeah. Oh. I was planning on being up for the Formula 1 qualifying this morning at about 5 AM, but I don't think that's gonna happen now.
Whether in what country are they competing?
Australia, first race of the season.
Okay. Have a racing track in the city where I live, but I don't think they do anything. I think that they do a bit of like STCC, which is kind of, you know, yeah, you know, souped up ordinary cars.
Right, okay, like GT stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But back in the day, they did like Formula 3 and some of the other stuff as well.
Okay.
It was really cool going to the events and seeing all the stuff when I was a small kid.
I wonder if you
was always like,
kid, but...
yeah, there was always also like usually the Air Force showed up, the kind of did an overfly and so on.
Right, okay.
I liked it.
Okay, so came from the right first, didn't they? So I'll point that direction, get ready to burn shit to death.
Attention,
Yeah,
Task
kind of
Force
at
Commander.
1 or
Escort
2
the
o'clock.
support ship and floating workshop to the carrier. Over.
Not the same type of. I guess we're a little bit lower tiered now. Because
Well,
last
it's all tier
time we
6.
had a Ranger.
Restore the carrier to operational condition.
We had
Arsenal
one
ready.
Boog and one.
Deliver ammunition and resupply the Rebel air group. Over.
Oh, but this is now we really have real carriers, real
Yeah,
players.
yeah, we've got someone in over Ryuji that's joined us.
I'm detected. There they go. Can't shoot at them yet.
Destroyers.
I won't even waste my rounds on the destroyer.
Fire on the enemy warship.
We sunk an enemy destroyer.
Looks like they did a better work this time.
Yeah, those the Eagle and the Fubuki went out hunting for them. They must have known
Yeah.
that they were coming from there. And
Yeah.
now they're chasing down the Myogi. torpedoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat one of them. No flooding though.
Good. The thing with the American battleships is they've got really good, what's it be called? Torpedo belt protection.
This is gonna be a good one. Oh, it leaked. Come on, reload. There we go.
Good job.
Turning towards the convoy again. Could go for use my special ability to shoot at that those light ones.
Nah,
There.
wait till I get closer, man, honestly. It's only really good for shooting at battleships anyway, because the dispersion gets...
I'm in range any second anyway, so
This is engineer. Got to the scene. Commence repairs. Carrier's propulsion is partially restored. Raptor, Task Force Commander here. We got an optimal route for you.
The ship is on
Due
fire.
southwest.
Problem solved, sir. Fighter airborne. This is Raptor. Moving out.
This is stations. And equipment for light reconnaissance. Stay close.
only get shitty hits on them. That in the way. Focusing on the Miyoko. Citadel in. And I managed to avoid the torpedo. And I killed the planes. It's a bloody what's they called? Destroyer here. And I'm on fire.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Right, I can shoot at that.
Just waste them if you can. Take them out.
Yeah. Need to wait for my guns though. I think you will be dead before my guns get there. Yeah, he will. I'm going for the cruiser instead.
The Kuma, yeah, good idea. I was just thinking about it.
Enemy air.
Citadel
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
was a Neo got kill though.
Me, I got a Citadel on him too. Shit, right, okay, we need to take care of these
Yeah.
suckies, otherwise they're gonna reach the carrier.
Switch side.
Woo! Full-time job.
I like this game mode though.
It's proper involved, man. There's like so much kind of going on. There's different than just shooting at people, you know.
Yep.
But every week there's a different operation, like a different mission you can do.
Just in course.
Going for the cruiser.
Yeah, Roger, he's just slammed a whole bunch of torpedoes into the carrier. He's fucked, okay. Right, that fucking Kuma needs to die. He's gonna get his torpedo in a second.
Yeah, copy. Bloody turrets. Turning.
This is Raptor. Air wing is ready for duty. Over.
Even though I know it's not a good thing to do, I'm going to shoot him with the destroyer.
Could help with, use help with this Aoba.
Yep. The one behind the island, or the one in front of you?
That's right next to me.
Yeah, copy.
She's
Have
in
him.
front.
Multiple targets detected. Setting up. On the nearest island. Full ahead.
That helped a little bit, at least. Ten seconds. Oh, that's good.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
This is Raptor.
I can fire on the.
Plant out of action. We're dead in the water. Time for repairs required. Dropping a smoke screen would make sense.
Might have not been the best idea to shoot at him with the AP, but that was loaded. Yeah, battleships, 2 of them coming in.
Roger, Roger.
I'm gonna kick my long ranger. That way I can get more shots in on them.
If you're damaged, get in that repair zone.
Oh yeah, that's true. I have the T ability as well.
I need to do that now. I'm starting to look really picky.
Focusing on the Mayogi.
Cruiser sunk.
Wow.
No.
This is Raptor. Time's up. I can't wait any longer. Moving out.
Focusing on that one as well. Now the battleship is hiding, and I'm not sure I will be able to over this island. No, I won't. But this one, maybe like he's stationary, almost.
I fucking love this Nuremberg. It's such an awesome cruiser. One thing I love about it though is how the rear turrets can rotate the whole way around. It's just fabulous.
Go back to Congo.
Set fires on him just to wear him down. He's just putting the fire out, so it should be good to kill. Just goes to show if you've got a working team, like a team that kind of knows what they're doing, you can you can do well on these missions. But if you're with a whole bunch of guys that just don't communicate and don't work,
yeah, and just
don't do well.
Just go away and do their own stuff.
I mean, really, what's helped is things like that Eagle and the Fubuki at the start, go hunting. That was like a real help in finding stuff. Although they paid for it with their lives, but they did a really good job.
Yep. did take some damage, but nothing major.
Rendezvous point reached. Task completed successfully. Please advise.
Oh,
There
5
we
stars.
go.
Oh, brilliant. Get some really decent rewards for that. What a way to end. So let's see what we're gonna shield. C star.
I had 5 stars as well,
Assistant.
even though I was just the 3rd person in the team. Oh, I got lots of nice flags
Yeah, loads of flags and stuff.
and some camouflage and stuff.
I damaged
Cool.
a lot of ships in that game.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a lot of experience.
I enjoyed that.
That was really good. I mean, I love, like I said, I love doing the missions of the weeks. It's just, you know, it's World of Warships, but it's thinking at the same time as well. You know, you've got to kind of position yourself right and engage the ships as they come at you and stuff like that. You know, it's just I really enjoy it. You know.
Yeah, maybe I need to rethink kind of, because I'm always like, oh, I need to grind. I need this ship, you know, and maybe you should just, and that means, you know, I have to buy the balloons and stuff to keep my my experience coming in as high as possible and all that. Maybe I should just, you know, skip that and play the game for enjoyment instead of grinding.
Well, I mean, a lot of people get so worked up in this game, you know, and you see it in the chat when they're all kind of just throwing abuse at each other. And it's a game, man. I mean, if my ship gets destroyed, I've got plenty more to choose from. You know, it's not like I'm losing the ship forever. And it's just, you know, if I have a bad game, I have a bad game, you know, and then my next one could be absolutely fabulous. And I think if more people had that sort of mindset where it's just a case of it's a game, you know,
Yeah.
then it'd become a lot more of a pleasant place to be and a lot more of a pleasant game to actually play than, you know, the hate-filled cesspool it is at the moment.
Yeah. That was one of the things with that Dreadnought game that I found really strange, because usually competitive games on the internet tends to, you know, make everyone into a troll that kind of, yeah, like a real cesspool, you know.
Yeah.
But in this game, you know, the because there's like a chat window in between games where you can, you know, talk to other players and so on, and they were like friendly people. And I mean, this was on the internet, so I was kind of, what is this?
I think that, you know, there can be good communities in this, and, you know, I've met people when playing things like World of Tanks who have been really nice guys. But then, you know, occasionally you do get that one divot that comes in, you're just like, oh, go and stick your head in a fucking vat of boiling oil with me, please.
Yeah. I guess many of the games that I've been playing competitively on the internet has a kind of really toxic community around them. I played a lot of what's it called? Yeah, let's just alt tab. I'll tell you. Both of them are kind of real-time strategy games. It's called Steel Division and Wargame Red Dragon. And both of them have kind of really toxic communities with people who
elitist sort of thing.
Yeah, elite and just, you know, like trolls. People trolling everyone, and it's like, if you even look at the kind of in-game community chat thing, it's all about calling each other Nazis and communists and telling everyone why Hitler was a good guy, you know. And I can't stand it. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going to say thank you very much to everybody watching on the stream. You know, it's been emotional. If you want to see more World of Warships or anything like that, let me know. I'm always playing this, and I'm always happy to stick a stream up if you guys are happy to watch. Yeah, I'll catch you guys all later. And thanks to Anzac for coming and joining me and chatting with me for a while, and thanks to everybody that's been chatting away in the old chat on there as well. So I'll say thank you very much and good night.
Good night, people.